to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text music to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word music to 96551 for your chance to get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. That's music to 96551. You heard right. Be one of the first 50 listeners to text music to 96551 and get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. But you must be one of the first 50 listeners to text music to 96551. Text the word music to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
The annoying runny nose, the constant sneezing, the itchiness, and battle just to catch your breath. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, or nagging sinus congestion, there's a natural, easy-to-use solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called Navage, and it uses powered suction to rinse your nasal passages in seconds. Millions of people use Navage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Navage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollen trapped in your nose. Navage also helps wash out airborne bacteria, dust, dirt, and viruses quickly and painlessly so you can get back to breathing clearly again. Say goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
SafeTouch offer modern options to secure your home or business with just a tap on your phone, watch, or tablet. Right now, buy one outdoor camera with 24/7 recording. Get one free. Visit safetouch.com. SafeTouch. Peace of mind with a purpose. State license number EF20001945.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, October 11th, 2023. Lots to get to today, from a huge mystery in Israel to a broken headlight leads to a gruesome discovery, and you'll never guess what happened to the 104-year-old skydiver, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello?
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good.
That's more like it. Look at that. All right. Big energy off the jump.
For the giant hurricane out of nowhere.
I know, man. I don't know what's happening raining out there. It's going to be stormy during the show today at some points.
And tornadoes at night.
No,
Should
please.
be a great time.
No tornadoes. I don't like tornadoes. I'm absolutely on the record as anti-tornado. I don't like tornadoes.
I was about to do the same.
Never did. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a good police officer.
Whoop, whoop.
This was an officer who responded to a call of a 13-year-old boy who is suffering a mental health crisis. The kid is like straddling an overpass.
How 2023 is that? A 13-year-old dealing with a mental health crisis? That's insane.
Yeah, he's like on the bridge, and he's straddling the side of the bridge, this overpass at least. And a body cam shows the officer showing the boy a picture of his dog to like calm him down and distract him. And it works. And you can, they bleep him out or censor him out because he's underage. But
12-year-old mutt. What kind of dog do you think he is? Oh no.
He's looking at his phone to see the picture.
Yeah. What kind of mix do you think he is though?
Oh no.
Oh, this poor kid. And he grabs him.
God.
So he used the dog, the photo of the dog on his phone to distract this young kid. He was able to save him, pull him off the ledge, and bring him to safety. That is a tough situation to deal with. That is a tough thing to try to fix when you're in the moment there. And that kind of split-second thinking can work out for you in some cases. So there they go, a good cop in that case. In the meantime, this was like the runner-up this morning because I can't even imagine this. There was a flight that was about to take off, a Volaris flight. I've never heard of this airline. Volaris, have you guys heard of that before?
I have not.
Sounds weirdly familiar. Volaris?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and this flight was about to take off. I got to know what happened here. I got to know the backstory because they said all of a sudden.
Volaris looks like it's Mexican Spirit. It's ultra low-cost airline, and it legally concesionera vuela compañía de aviación.
Arriba.
It hubs in Guadalajara, Mexico City, and Tijuana.
Well, these folks, I think this is the airline I was going to try to take into Mexico City. These folks are on this flight. They're about to take off. And I don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden there are like hundreds of mosquitoes on the plane flying around everywhere. And the mosquitoes are like biting everybody.
Ew.
And then they cheer the flight attendant. She's just spraying like mosquito killer everywhere.
That's not great to be circulated.
This is not good either, is it?
Oh my God, I'm so itchy.
Oh, no way, man. That's a hard pass for me. There is no way.
You're like tasting mosquito spray?
Yeah. Or getting bit, and then the mosquitoes, once dying, land on you.
Yeah, that's like both options are bad there, because I don't want the mosquitoes flying around the flight, but I also don't want to just be in a cloud of mosquito spray. That is not something I'm interested in dealing with.
My wife has this new thing that it seems new to me, but we get in the car to go places, and she wants to wipe her glasses, and whatever like alcohol is on the pad that wipes it fills the car, and like I could taste it, and I feel like dry inside immediately. And I'm like, this can't be good for the baby. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You're gassing us out of this car.
Don't put this on the baby. This is a problem for you.
I put everything on the baby.
Yeah,
the baby's doing just fine.
Baby's fault.
No, it's not the baby's fault. The baby's innocent in this.
It's definitely Ashley's fault.
Baby's not affected. It's not Ashley's fault either. You know what it's doing? It's clearing out your head. It's clearing all that gunk out of your head. She's doing you a favor right there.
Bull.
It probably does something good, I think. There is something that's been going on that a lot of people aren't talking about, but this is wild to me. Right now, you know how sports used to be on like one of 3 or 4 networks, right?
SEC Plus app or something like that. Or maybe there was one other place you might be able to find it, but it was like it was so buried in apps that you know what it led people to do? Pirate the signal. That's coming back, baby.
Ooh. Yeah, because for a while you didn't even have to think about doing that. But now you have this setup where it's like the bar owners go, where is that? And it's on SEC Plus. Okay, another app I have to subscribe to and pay for. And, you know, who knows how much that costs. And so there was this Ohio bar owner, and he said, look, I can't play, or I'm not going to play the Buckeyes game, even though I know everybody wants to watch this. I'm not going to be able to play this for you. And he tried to explain it to all the people who were mad about this, who were trying to go to his bar. Let me bring this up here in front of me so I can read to you what he posted on his social media, because I had no idea it was this bad. All right, here's what it says. I apologize if I offend Ohio State employees and alumni and anybody affiliated or anybody who may be offended. I have been the biggest OSU fan and always will be. But what is happening with Peacock, he spelled it Peacoch, Peacoch, and the TV contract this week is criminal for small business across Ohio and Buckeye Nation bars across this country. Here's what we have to do to televise the game. DirecTV customers, $699 times 12-month commitment per TV, right? So he says, for my business, Gresso's, legally to show the Ohio State versus Purdue football game, it would cost $20,000 for me.
God.
$699 times 12 months times 26 TVs. That's what you would have to pay to legally show the game on all of your televisions at the bar.
And do you make any of that up? Like, I wonder in his area,
not 20 grand.
Is he going to be the only one playing that game? And then it's so packed.
No, he's not. He's not going to play it. He said he can't.
If he were to play it, like somebody made that decision to pay $20,000, and DirecTV is the exclusive network for that, or the provider of that.
I don't know, because he mentions Peacock or Peacoach, and then he mentions DirecTV. So I don't know exactly what's going on.
The way that he writes this message makes me think that he's very old.
He might be a boomer. This might be a boomer who doesn't know how all this works. But he says it would be $20,000 to air the game at his bar, which that's obviously unaffordable for somebody in that position. And I don't blame him for being mad. I guess there's so many sports bar owners who are trying to find these games and get them on for the people who go into their bars. And if you've been dealing with this, let us know. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. Now, I saw something, and this might apply to C-Lane in the very near future. The NPR had an article out today, and it says, how to talk to your children about conflict in Israel and Gaza, right? You know, obviously, we know what's going on over there in the Near East, in Gaza and in Israel, with all the war that's been taking place and all that terrible stuff. And they're talking about, like, here's how you can talk to your kids about this. Whenever these stories come up, I always think about my childhood. No shot was my dad going to sit me down and be like, all right, Sean, let me explain to you what's happening with the war in
about
Iraq.
Gaza.
Yeah,
Well,
tell you what's going on.
Think about what happened in our lifetime, though, and where we were, right? The only thing, the first thing that pops in my head is 9/11.
Yeah.
And during 9/11, I was in 6th grade, and it was, for the majority of my teachers that had explained it to us. Like,
right.
This is what had happened. And then once I got home, because my mother refused to pull me out of school, despite all my classmates being pulled out of school, and then explained, like, this was the terrorist attack. And I got to tell you, it wasn't until this, like, most recent anniversary of 9/11 that I really got, like, the most information on
Really?
it. Yeah.
What I don't know if you said this, did your mom actually take a moment and talk to you about it, or just the teachers?
It was the teachers. I don't remember if my mom had.
The teachers make sense to me, though.
On when I got home.
Like, the teachers makes total sense to me, especially like a history teacher or something. Go like, hey, here's what's happening. This is a real thing happening in the world right now. But you have to wonder what age too, because like if you got like a 6-year-old, are you going to sit your 6-year-old and be like, there's a war going on? People are being blown up by missiles right now.
There's no need to do that, I think.
I wouldn't want to introduce that into my kid's life. Certainly not at that age,
But I think it is being introduced regardless, because you think about how old we were and where media was during 9/11 and where it is now, that if you're not sitting your kids down and explaining it, they are surrounded by it, whether it's on social media, whether it's at school because the other kids have been explained or on social media. So it's like, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, here's how much that ball game is different. When I was a little kid, the first time I remember like a war or something going on.
What was that, World War II?
No, it was not. It was the first war in Iraq. It was the first war in Iraq under George H.W. Bush, okay? And I remember going to my parents' room, and on the television, I could see live the war going on. There was one of the first wars, I think, ever that you could watch like live. Now here's bombs being dropped on this city right now. And I remember that as a little kid just going, whoa, this is kind of crazy.
You ever watch the movie about that, about how CNN was like one of the first to like report live from a war? It wasn't even video. It was like on a 2-wire.
Yeah, they used to do it like even on the radio and stuff. So they used to do all these things differently. But little kids probably wouldn't be exposed to it as much. Now, to Sabrina's point, if your kid is old enough to be on TikTok, they're seeing some bad stuff. Like they're seeing the footage that won't even air on television. But I just don't know. I mean, Andy on YouTube says it depends on the age of the kids. I agree. I don't know what the right age is, because there's one age where it feels weird because the kid is going to probably learn it themselves. Right. And there's one age where it feels like this is a little child. I don't need to bring them to this place mentally.
Well, and this war in particular that's going on right now, or what's beginning to, is already very divided. At least what you're seeing on social media when it came to what was going on in 9/11 or the Iraq War. Like, it was pretty much one-sided. You were telling your kids what America was doing. Now you have I just going through TikTok yesterday, I saw a lot more of like the Free Palestine stuff.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of it
I have seen in the last week.
This is one of the most divisive issues out there. If you've never kind of bumped into it or explored it, it's way more divisive than any other topic that you could imagine. And the people who take hard stances on it are as radicalized as you could imagine. One of the other reasons why I wouldn't really want to share this with these young kids, but maybe they end up getting these really radical messages and they believe in that instead of what you might find to be the truth that they should know. But absolutely, positively, this is like a tinderbox. This is something really, really, really controversial. It depends on the kid, says Amy. There might be a 10-year-old that can grasp it better than a 16-year-old. Very true. It depends on where they're at developmentally and where they're at in their understanding of the world. It's one of those strange things that you can't imagine yourself doing mostly because you don't want to do it, I wouldn't think. We'll get into any updates on that we need to discuss throughout the show today. And we'll also hear from, when we come back, a 104-year-old woman. Yeah. She went skydiving. Skydiving. At 104. What happened? You're going to find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
If I-4 is a part of your commute this morning, you can expect a bit of delays due to these accidents. Eastbound before 429, the left shoulder's blocked. At Orange Blossom Trail westbound, you can expect congestion eastbound on I-4 between US 192 and after State Road 535. Authorities are clearing up an accident on State Road 436 southbound west of Palm Springs Drive. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. And
this report is sponsored by CarsForKids.org.
CarsForKids.org. Right off the car, not the kid. Donate your old vehicle in any condition to CarsForKids.org to make a difference in the lives of kids. Towing is free. CarsForKids.org. Right off the car, not the kid.
Now, you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
Stella Atois wants to know, who would you have dinner with? Join the Stella team at The Porch on South Orange Avenue this Friday, October 13th from 6 until 8 for an opportunity to let them know who you would have dinner with, past, present, or future, and why. Then start your dinner with a complimentary Stella Atois and chalice. Just snap the QR code for details on your chance to win dinner on Stella from one of 10 participating restaurants. Let's do dinner, and as always, let's start with a Stella.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides 24/7 compassionate support and connection to trained counselors. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. The Lifeline works. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, just call, text, or chat 988.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced Home Security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $29 billion were stolen last year alone. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock makes it easy to help protect yourself if you become a victim. A dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. Join now and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code at LifeLock.com, promo code Clay.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
During Jeep Adventure Days, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles. 10 or 15% below MSRP, depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator, Grand Cherokee Laredo, and Compass. Excludes Sport. 15% below excludes MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude, Grand Cherokee L, excludes Laredo, and Grand Cherokee excludes 4xE and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 10/31. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Florida's farmers work hard to grow nutritious food for you and your family, and you can help support them by enjoying delicious fresh from Florida produce. Look for the sunny Fresh from Florida logo where you shop, or visit freshfromflorida.com to learn more.
Summer road trip season doesn't have to end. With the Autio app, every drive can still feel like an adventure.
I've discovered more about my hometown through the Autio app than I ever did growing up here.
The Autio app automatically delivers captivating stories about the natural wonders and fascinating histories just beyond your car window. Plus, you can download stories to listen to offline. Rediscover America your way with Autio. Available on iOS and Android.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
Our Fence Outlet salesperson was a wealth of information. Things that weren't addressed by other companies were addressed by Fence Outlet. We're so pleased with our new Fence Outlet fence.
Go to fenceoutlet.com today. License number C10252 and C10803.
The podcast McCartney, A Life in Lyrics is a masterclass, a memoir, and an improvised journey with the Beatles' Paul McCartney, one of the most beloved figures in popular music. Each episode focuses on a single song, examining the people, experiences, and art that inspired McCartney's legendary songwriting.
I wanted to become a person who wrote songs and someone whose life was in music.
Listen to McCartney, A Life in Lyrics, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
And I'm Charlie Webster. The podcast Surviving El Chapo, the twins who brought down a drug lord, returns for a second season and picks right back up with Pete and Jay Flores, taking their first steps on U.S. soil after turning themselves in to the U.S. government. Season 2 follows the twins through their time in prison and testifying in court against El Chapo.
Surviving El Chapo.
Listen to Season 2
on iHeartRadio app or wherever you get podcasts.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. DOLLAR. That's dollar. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
A 104-year-old woman goes skydiving. What happened? We'll talk about it in a second. First, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. And Drew emails. Drew says, Sean, I'm surprised this hasn't been said yet, but don't worry about that fluid dripping out of your skull, he says. As much as I hear about the Navage nose cleaner, Navage, and you having
It's like
bad
a vacuum
allergies
for your nose.
He says, I have a feeling you use this device or something similar. With that said, the fluid coming out of your nose is the trapped remnants of the salt water from flushing your nose. It happened to me after using it a couple of times. It freaked me out, but soon I realized it only happens after flushing my nose, and it could be a day or two later. Then when you bend over at weird angles, it will get released and just pour straight out of your skull. Well, I got news for you. I don't use Navage. I'm not a Navager, and that's
You've
not
never
where
done
it's
a
coming
neti
from.
pot?
Never done an neti pot. I think I tried. Actually, I think I might have tried it once or something.
Oh, well, then maybe that's what it is. It's just been sitting in there for a while.
It's just been waiting all this time. It's either allergies, which is probably what I'd put my money on, or it's cerebral brain fluid. And if it's that, there's nothing you can do about it. There's not like just like a surgery or a procedure. There's nothing you could do, and it doesn't seem like it kills you, so good to go, as far as I can tell.
It's very exciting.
A bill of clean health, or not clean health ever for me, but, a bill of health. I'll take that.
Lukewarm.
It's probably just allergies. I'm going to keep telling myself that over and over and over, so I just start to believe it at some point. There is a 104-year-old woman who became the oldest person in the world to skydive.
I can't believe that they let her do it.
Yeah, it's weird, right? I mean,
they have like extra waivers, maybe.
Yeah,
probably. I would hope so.
Like, ma'am, you just need to dive with your last will and testament on hand.
104. You literally could die at any moment, right? That's not an exaggeration to say. It's just any moment you could pass away. So when you go skydiving, you're like, this is a big risk right here.
Do you think if she was in the air face down, it was the youngest she'd looked in years? Like just everything just.
I don't know. We're going to see in a minute. We're going to see what it looked like when she was flapping on her way down. But well, guess what her name is? She's 104 years old. What would you guess would be the old lady name this lady had?
Mildred.
Gertrude.
Both kind of close. You're both in the ballpark.
Esther.
No, you're so close. Dorothy is her name. Those are all super old people names, though. Dorothy Hoffner is her name, and she was the oldest skydiver. Here she is. Let's see. There she is landing. Big crowd.
That's a skydiver and a centenarian. Dorothy Hoffner, 104 years old.
There she goes.
Out of a plane this afternoon in Ottawa, landing to a cheering crowd and proving it is never too late to skydive.
When do you think
Dorothy's hoping to be named?
Never mind.
What?
When's the last time she had a man that close to her?
Probably a while. I
think that's the thrill there.
The dating life at 104 is not fantastic. I think they show one where her face is blowing in the breeze.
The oldest person in the world to skydive.
It was wonderful.
Oh, there she is.
I had to keep myself awake.
Cannot understand one thing she's saying.
See the scenery.
Hey, she looks great, she sounds great, and she's a skydiver.
Does
Skydive
she?
Chicago says it's working to have Guinness World Records certify this jump. Dorothy also went skydiving.
You got to nail that landing with a 104-year-old lady.
And the guy's holding the GoPro, too? I thought that they had the package where the other skydiver films it.
You know
they
what?
couldn't do that for her?
If they land wrong, this woman is going to just all the bones will just fly up into the air.
And a big poof.
Yeah,
like when
she's
LeBron
gone.
James puts the powder
The
on his
dust,
hands.
yeah.
That's
What's
gonna be
on her
bones.
face? That's her face on her face.
No, the glasses. They have
she has,
that.
yeah,
for
this skydiving goggles, yeah, I guess, or whatever they're calling them. Quick update to this story. She is dead. Just a quick update. She passed away on Monday of this week, about a week after taking the record-breaking plunge with her parachute instructor.
Well, hell yeah, good for her. Way to go out. Skydiving.
She got one last skydive, they said. When asked how she felt after becoming a record holder, she said, "I feel like I'm old." And then she said, "Age is only a number, you know." And then she died.
Wow.
Skydive Chicago says, "We are deeply saddened by Dorothy's passing and feel honored to have been a part of making her world record skydive a reality." How sweet. Skydiving is an activity that makes us safely tuck away. Most of us safely tuck away on our bucket list. But Dorothy reminds us it's never too late to take the thrill of a lifetime. They're almost getting a plug in here. They're just short of. So if you'd like to check this off your bucket list, please head over to Skydive USA.
You old AF and ready to die, but want to do one more thing that gets you on the news? Come on down.
We are forever grateful that skydiving was part of her exciting, well-lived life. Her legacy is even more remarkable because of the attention the world gave her inspiring story, passing away shortly after that skydive.
You don't think they kind of killed her a little bit?
It might have accelerated things. You know, it's a lot on the human body to skydive. I can't even think of myself doing it. And all I know is if I went skydiving, I would be so scared the whole time. I would be so happy to be on the ground, and then I would immediately go to a bar and get absolutely smashed.
There you go.
That's how it would have to go, I think. All right, we're going to go over to your dispatches in just a moment. You can join us on the show. Go to thenewsjunkie.com to record yours. Let's see what we got here. Here is Big T. He's talking about having a conversation with your kids about serious things. Like there was a story this morning saying how to talk to your kids about the war in Gaza with Israel. And I thought, I don't know. I mean, at a certain age, I wouldn't even want to share this with my kid. I want them to live in the world of, what's her name? Miss Debbie? Is that her name? The YouTube lady?
Who's that? Oh, Miss Rachel.
Miss Rachel. I want to live in the world with Miss Rachel where everything's sweet and happy. When they get older, I can doomer pill them and show them that things can go south in life. But I don't want to take that innocence away. Here is Big T talking about this.
Good afternoon, morning news junkies.
You
so
too.
On the subject of telling kids about, the goings-on of the world and wars and tragedies and all that, I still remember the day that my mom sat me down after I got home from school on September 11th and tried to explain to me, there's bad people in the world and sometimes they do bad things. She didn't really go too in-depth into it, but, as far as wars and stuff like that, never really learned much about it until I did myself.
Mm-hmm.
And, I guess with that, that's my experience. Big T out. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
Thank you, Big T. Appreciate the dispatch. And I think a lot of people have that experience. September 11th was such a big thing that it makes more sense. Some of these wars that are more far away, just geographically, it's like,
Pre 9/11, I think I knew very little about the first Iraq war, and it was basically like there is a war, it's far, far away, and Saddam Hussein is bad.
Right, yeah. That's about what most kids get, I think. And that's fine. That's what it should be. You have plenty of time in your life to know about all the miseries of the world. You have only one little magical window where everything is fantastic and you have no worries in the world. You know how stress-free it is to be in most situations, all right? There's some outliers here. But in most situations, to be like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, you don't even think about bills. You don't think about your next meal. You don't think about, you're like, everything is great. This is an awesome world. And I get to ride my bicycle in it. And those are great moments, I think. I wouldn't want to take them away. Let's go over to Guitar Slinger hanging out in West Palm Beach.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Gee, the weather is swell. I got a horrible feeling. Everything's going to hell.
And before you complain about this, remember, this is content.
Thank you, Guitar Slinger. You're not getting the Cookie Monster. No Cookie Monster for you. Sorry. We're going to go over to Big Baller Bar.
It's not even
instead.
a real Cookie Monster.
Hey, news junkies. Big Baller Bar here. First time dispatch all the way from Gansevoort, New York.
Put your seatbelt on.
Sabrina, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
C-Lane, you're awesome. And Sean, your eyes and your hands are normal size.
Thank you.
Wow.
Please pick me for Fits on the Street.
I knew he was lubing us up for something.
I'm lubed.
I knew that was too good to be true. It can't be like that. His name is Big Baller Bar, and that was his first dispatch, which we do appreciate.
Rochester?
Yep. I think he might be in that area. I'm not sure where I forgot where he said. I'm a PC.
Ohio State fans are probably the highest on the list of being the worst sports team fans for college football. The band is overrated. They're annoying as hell. It is what it is. And I can say that because I'm from Ohio.
Hey, I'm not hating on these school bands anymore, these like college football bands. I'm not hating on them anymore because I've seen some stuff. Have you seen where they do like SpongeBob and like they're in formations that look like characters and they're moving around and they could spell out stuff. It's insane what some of these college bands do.
When I was in high school and you did marching band, like you learned one halftime show and that was it.
Yeah.
And I feel like some of these guys just like wing it. They're like, all right, we're going to do SpongeBob this week. Next week it's going to be Mario.
It looks like the Beijing Olympics or something out there. It's really, really impressive what a lot of these folks do. The big mystery in Israel right now, or I could say in Gaza, actually, the woman who was at that rave and was kidnapped by Hamas militants, who was almost nude in the back of this truck, and her limbs were aiming in directions that visually made it clear that they were broken, multiple limbs probably.
Is this the one that like they pulled out from the trunk area and she was bleeding?
No, that's a different person. Unfortunately, there was a lot of these different videos. This is the one who was in the back of a truck and she looked like she was almost naked, and they were parading her through the streets and everybody's like, spitting at the body and doing all that stuff. Her name is Shani Luke, and she was the one who was kidnapped. And her mother is now saying that they're claiming she's still alive in the hospital. I don't believe this at the moment. I mean, I hope for any kind of miracle like this, but I'm pretty sure there was a hole in the back of that woman's head, for God's sake. And I'm pretty sure she was as dead as can be when the video camera was on her in the back of that truck. But they said that her mother claims that she's in critical condition in a Gaza hospital right now. She said every moment is critical. She is alive but has a serious head injury. We're not getting any information for the authorities here. Peace activists have told us that she will now only get help if the German authorities officially intervene, because she was a German girl. She's 22 years old.
God, what a nightmare.
You really don't know what to believe now. I'm going to be honest with you about this. I'm going to try to be honest through all of this stuff, as honest as I can be. I always try to do that. You really don't know what to believe. It's very, very hard to tell if somebody's telling the truth or if they're just engaging in agitprop, like, propaganda, and they're trying to further their cause. You never know what's real and what's fake in these situations. That's why you have to look 2-3 times, double, triple check everything that you see.
And it could be like, you don't know, have we heard the mother say this, or is somebody saying the mother saying this? Stuff like that.
The mother said it, I think, in an interview, and she was saying that she had contacted the hospital, and then she said, yeah, her credit card was used the day after. And I'm like, well, she wasn't using her credit card the day after. We know that much. It might be more likely that somebody just also grabbed her credit card and started spending it after this whole thing went down. Right now, question marks around that, but unfortunately, I'm not quite believing that that's the case at the moment. All right, we want to hear from you with those dispatches, and when we come back, a firefighter got fired, but now he's back on the job. And I'm very surprised that he got his job back because of what he did. What was it? It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Today is a Fox 35 storm alert day. We are monitoring the potential for some strong to severe storms to arrive this afternoon and continue overnight into early Thursday morning. Main weather threats: heavy rain, frequent lightning, the potential for damaging wind gusts, and even an isolated tornado or two. Remember to depend on and trust the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa has pizza. Wawa has pizza, and it's freshly made. Wawa has pizza until 3 a.m. Brought to you by Wawa, who now has pizza starting at 4 p.m. Wawa has pizza. Gotta have a Wawa.
Sometimes as a homeowner, you have to throw in the towel and understand the things that you're capable of fixing and the things that you should leave to the experts. And when it comes to your air conditioning, it's an important thing, obviously. You deserve to be comfortable in your house. You deserve that because you are a hardworking person, I'm guessing, right? And you deserve to be in the exact temperature that you're looking for. What you don't want is an AC that's not working right, and that's where Mills Air is going to help you out. They've been doing this for a real long time, over 30 years, in fact. They've been keeping Central Florida cool. Their techs can work on any kind of AC you have, whether you have like a mini split or you have a more complicated air conditioning system. Whatever it is, they want to assist you. Don't try to go it yourself and try to look on YouTube. You're probably going to end up making more of a mess. That's just what happens in these cases. They can service any brand out there, and they're a Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Also, they can save you big on your power bill, because if you have a really efficient, well-running AC like a Carrier, like they can get you a Mills Air, that can bring your power bill way down. And they'll even tell you how much your power bill can be affected by this. Give them a call, 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Listen up. This is so easy. Do you want the most money for your used car? Do you want a hassle-free process? Of course you do. Give Me the VIN is A+ rated by the BBB. That's Better Business Bureau, baby, and thousands of online reviews. Give Me the VIN will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. It's that simple. Get the most money for your used car right now at GiveMeTheVIN.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because only the Sleep Number Climate 360 smart bed lets you each sleep up to 13 degrees cooler or warmer on either side, while you both sleep at your ideal level of firmness, comfort, and support, your Sleep Number setting. And now our all-new next-gen smart beds have temperature benefits, so you sleep better night after night. Now at its lowest price ever, the all-new Queen Sleep Number C2 smart bed is only $880, only for a limited time. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced Home Security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Wonderful product. I've lost 111 pounds using that product. 111 pounds. You could not believe the difference. I went from a size 48 pant to a 33 pant, and I've maintained that now for over almost a year now. Yeah, absolutely. Andro 400 has helped me lose 111 pounds, and I've maintained my weight for almost a year now.
Thanks, James, for that inspiring testimony and 111 good reasons to choose Andro 400. The most effective and natural way to lose belly fat, increase libido, gain energy, strength and muscle while safely boosting your testosterone levels. So guys, how many reasons do you need for trying Andro 400? Well, here are 2 more great reasons. Order now and get free shipping plus an additional $6 off when you use the code SAVE6. That's SAVE6. Call 888-400-0435, 888-400-0435, or go to andro400.com. andro400.com.
Check the mail for Valpak, and you could be an instant winner. That's right. Tucked in with those coupons is your chance to win big. From cash and gift cards to attraction and concert tickets. Every month is something new with prizes for the whole family. Go ahead, open that blue envelope of savings to see if you've won. Because with Valpak Instant Win, there's nothing to buy or do to cash in. Just thousands of real winners winning real prizes, no strings attached. No purchase necessary, void or prohibited. Prizes are randomly inserted. See specially marked Valpak envelopes for details.
When I'm on the move, there's only one move that works for me. So I'm going to Checkers. Slide me that $2.49 chicken bites and fries box. No matter where I go, I'm going to enjoy the crispy, juicy, perfectly seasoned all-white meat chicken bites. Plus a load of Checkers' famous seasoned fries, all for just $2.49. That's right, this box is always coming in clutch. Checkers is boxing up deals like you've never seen before. Whether I'm running on empty or stepping on the gas, I'm taking one for the road with Checkers. Get it delivered now.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
The Fence Outlet team is knowledgeable and professional. They have fair prices and they take care of the permits. I'm very happy with my Fence Outlet fence.
Check them out for yourself at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
Identity theft shows no signs of slowing down. In fact, more than $29 billion were stolen last year alone. That's a criminal success story and a wake-up call for everyone else. It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity. LifeLock makes it easy to help protect yourself if you become a victim. A dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. Join now and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code at LifeLock.com, promo code Clay.
Wherever you are in life, Rasmussen University offers the flexibility and support you need to earn your associate's, bachelor's, or master's degree on campus or online nationally at any time. Start now at rasmussen.edu.
Call today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
We may have lost our blue check, but we're still here doing
whatever it is you do on Twitter.
At Real Radio 1041 on Twitter is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
I'll tell you, people are on edge about all this stuff happening in the Near East, in Israel and Gaza. And the way you can tell this is a pretty wild story. But there was a big vigil in support of Israel at the University of Florida, the Gators. They were having this big get-together, students, faculty, leaders, members of the Jewish community. And they're obviously talking about these attacks from Hamas and the thing that happened at this rave, the war crime that happened at this rave, and all the terrible things that have been going down. And in the middle of all of this, somebody fainted, all right? And the person who fainted in the crowd drops down, and a person next to them goes, "Somebody call 911." And that starts to echo through the crowd. And as 911, somebody called 911, and it's just go like the game of telephone. And then all of a sudden, everybody starts running.
Stampede.
Stampede in all directions. Everybody's running this way, running that way, falling and tripping over each other. And it was all because somebody said something about a person has passed out and they fainted, and we got to call 911. So it shows you how people are very, very much on edge about these things. And we got to kind of lower the temperature, which is something that people don't tend to want to do, it seems.
Not even want. I don't think you can.
No, not right now. You can't.
Completely on edge, especially after this whole hoopla of the national test of that emergency message.
And that has nothing to do with this.
Conspiracy theories are insane. Now,
isn't that weird? That has it so clearly has nothing to do with this.
So clearly, but I will give the slight little devil's advocate of, God, the timing was terrible.
Right.
God, the timing was terrible. If this is absolutely going to feed into conspiracy theorists.
Because people were going to just wait for the next crazy thing and then say, well, you see, we told you it was that EAS test.
I don't even get how you can draw the line. I mean, I've seen other lines being drawn to other things that.
Of course, you don't get how to draw the line, but you can understand how the crazy people will love to, take this and ride.
No, I don't get this one.
The crazy people are going to do like the meme of Charlie from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they go, thing A happened, which clearly caused thing B and thing C and thing D and E and F, and that's the conspiracy. Even when logically you look at it and go, hold on, everybody got a text message, so Hamas attacked Israel? I'm not sure Hamas got the text message. I don't think that's how it works, all right? Meanwhile, a Detroit firefighter who was investigated is back on the job. He got his job back, and the reason he was on unpaid leave for 29 days is because there was nude photos of him online. And we've heard this many a time, but he got his job back, and I'm kind of wondering how that worked out. Now, the thing about the nude photos of him, it wasn't just like him naked in his bed at home and somebody posted it on some website or whatever. It was him naked in the fire truck and him like doing sexual stuff with the fire truck and using that. He's got like the hose or whatever, all these different things in these photos. Another photo showed intimate body parts and his driver's license. Buddy, who puts a driver's license in a photo of your junk? Who does that? This is like rule number one would be, if you're going to send something, don't put your face in it, for God's sake, right? Okay, that way you can be a plausible deniability afterwards. Rule number two, maybe don't put like an identifying marker or a tattoo in the photograph. If you really feel the need to see this, I really think if you're texting with somebody like this and you're located close to them, why don't you just go have sex with the person instead of sending these text message nudes back and forth? It's a lot safer in some ways.
But it's a thrill that drives you and makes you horny, Sean.
Don't take a photo with your face in it, much less your ID. So he's got his junk out and he's like put his driver's license by it, and what the hell are you thinking?
He's making money off of that then.
But why? What would be the reasoning where you go, oh, in this photo, I'm going to put my driver's license
to prove it's you? Have you ever it might be a dating app thing. I've heard about this before.
Yeah,
where you want to verify you're not being catfished. So you request a photo. Now, granted, it's very male of him to also include his junk, but I have heard that it's like, take a picture with the newspaper. If you don't have a newspaper because you're not 80 years old, then it's like, take a picture with a Surf's Up sign. Or doing like something particular that is requested so that when you send that picture, you verify you're not catfishing that person.
That I can understand. That I would get. But this is weird, man.
Tell me about it.
Back in August, Executive Fire Commissioner Charles Sims confirmed the images were under investigation. They said the person in the photos is a 9-year veteran of the department who has had no other issues on his record working for the city. And now we've got this issue. He was investigated and he's since returned to work. Got to be a little awkward at work when he come back. He's like, hey, guys, so how's it been around here since I was gone? Anything new come up? He's been returned. He didn't get paid for those 29 days, and they said, we're going to just move forward with this. Sources inside the fire department and firefighters working in the city have expressed anger and frustration with the situation. They're upset the city didn't take this more seriously. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is a little bit weird. The guy was naked in some photos. He's stupid for doing it. But the idea that afterwards you're like, you're not taking this seriously enough. I don't care about so much of this stuff. I'm really just ingrained in me as a mind your own business thing for so many different things that I see pop up. And I don't care if like a teacher has a secret OnlyFans or if like somebody took nude photos and they ended up on, like, who cares?
Yeah, but they did have that one teacher who like was taking pictures in her classroom.
I take issue with that then. Yeah, I like at school, if you're doing it, I take issue with it. But like,
even like after hours when there's no children there.
Yeah, even that. Just you shouldn't be doing it at school. It shouldn't be done while you're at your work in any way. But if like, imagine this. I've seen situations where somebody had a photo of them surface online, i.e. probably revenge porn or something. Somebody posted the photo online, and they get in trouble for it at work. And you're like, what the hell? What does this have to do with anything with me working at this place? That's really dumb to me. Let's see what you got going on. Hey, you can join the show with your opinions, your thoughts, whatever you got going on. And to do that, send a dispatch just like Testudo, who's talking about the old Skydiver lady.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good.
Good to hear.
I'm okay.
Anyway, 104 years old? Man, that's old. Any who's'll be.
Oh.
Please pick me for Fritz on the street.
Oh, man, we're getting the beggars today.
So
They're
his
coming
hot
out
take
early.
was that old lady was old?
Yeah, she was indeed. He's right. He's right. She was an old lady, given that she died a couple of days after she went into skydiving.
Fatality.
She was real old. Here's Eskimo Brother.
What up, news junkies?
Hey, man.
Happy hump day, everybody.
You too.
It's a great day today. It's kind of drizzling outside, but the world is another day. You know?
What?
Sean C. Lane,
We live by.
Sabrina, I know what you're saying about, that person that passed out. It was terrible. And everybody running away like dumb people.
Mm-hmm.
And the most important thing is that, that we are all alive, we're all doing well. But besides that video that y'all seen over the news,
Mm-hmm. Which one?
about the guy that was hammering the shark with a hammer,
That was
glad he got what he got deserved,
He's revisiting some old stuff right now.
Podcast listener?
Maybe. And he's like at last year's shows and the tail end, maybe. There is now an issue at these gas stations around the country that they are selling a bunch of things that they're calling gas station heroin. And the thing that they got in trouble for, there was a sweep of all these businesses and they seized this one product, two different products actually. And I've not heard of either one of them. Let's see if you guys have heard of these. They raided all these gas stations. They seized nearly 2,000 packages. They got 1,272 packages of a product called THC-O. Has anybody heard of that before?
No. That's different from Delta 9 then, right?
I don't know.
Delta
Maybe-
9's the big gas station one.
See if you can find anything on Google. THC-O. It's all that this says. And then it says 653 packages of tianeptine. And that also I'm not familiar with. And I guess they call them gas station heroin. It's some sort of drug that can improve brain function and treat anxiety, depression, pain, opioid use disorder, and other conditions. It's been linked to overdoses and at least 5 deaths, they say. And these are just products that you could sell at the gas station, which is always the weirdest thing. I wonder if people from other countries see what's going on in our gas stations and are weirded out by it. Because in really garbage gas stations, you're not going to see this in a Wawa, for God's sake, but like an off-brand, one that's not a major chain. You go in, and there's all these weird sections to our cheap gas stations. We used to have one that was on Okeechobee Boulevard, and they had a section, I kid you not, with wife beaters right by the checkout.
Those are my favorite. Let's be clear. Like, if you have a section for clothing, I will likely buy a T-shirt or a hat. There's one near my parents' house down in Miami, unincorporated Dade, son. And they have it looks like a cool hat, and then when you go up to read it, it's like drop, and it makes no sense. Or it's like lamp shade, and then you buy it because from far away it looks cool, and it's in the same font as Miami Hurricanes, but way cheaper.
They have those weird little clothes sections. They have a section where they sell sunglasses, right? Like on a spinny thing.
Yeah, but that's normal. I bought so many gas station sunglasses.
But then there's a little section with the nefarious stuff at these cheap gas stations, and it's horny goat weed and all kinds of off-brand weirdo kind of pseudo-illegal drugs, and you just grab them at the gas station, get your tank filled, and be on your way. I guess they're cracking down on that. All right, quick break. When we come back, we'll hear from you with those dispatches. Plus, they're coming after a celebrity for doing something. Who is it, and what did they do? You're going to find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic.
is just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
There's stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound between US 27 and after State Road 429. Slowdowns eastbound between Osceola Parkway and Central Florida Parkway. Authorities are clearing up an accident westbound on I-4 at Orange Blossom Trail. Congestion on I-4 eastbound between Cayley Street and State Road 408. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blue Stream Fiber.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Blue Stream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
If you're looking for a new job and want to make a career change, make plans now to join us for the Florida Jobs Now Fair today. Wednesday, October 11th at the Orlando Science Center from noon to 4 p.m. Dozens of employers on hand looking to hire. For more information, go to fljobsnow.com and make sure to join us today at the Orlando Science Center from noon to 4 p.m.
Real Radio wants to provide you with a little holiday magic.
Holiday magic.
Holiday magic in the form of $1,000 13 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do it on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number that you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get some
Holiday magic.
This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
My friends at Mills Air have been in business since 1992 right here in Central Florida. Over 30 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier, factory authorized dealer, turn to the experts. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text MUSIC to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. That's MUSIC to 96551. You heard right. Be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551 and get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. But you must be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. Text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
Fall is here, so I'm throwing a Cartoberfest. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm giving you $7,775 over appraised value for your old ride. Get a new Mitsubishi Mirage, greenest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon for $14,900. Or look at the new Outlander, the safest, most affordable 7-passenger SUV for only $26,900. So don't be tardy to this car party. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval plus tax tag admin. Negative equity may be refinanced.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream, bringing together internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. Get fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month, free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
You know when you wake up and your mouth feels gross and you just can't wait to brush your teeth to get that clean, fresh feeling again? That's exactly how millions of Navage users feel when they use powered suction to rinse out their noses every day, just like brushing their teeth. Once you're able to breathe deeply without congestion, you never want to be without it. That's why so many people rave about Navage, with over 100,000 online reviews. Feel the Navage difference for yourself. In less than a minute a day, you'll feel immediate relief from seasonal allergies and congestion after the very first use. Navage will also help you sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier, naturally, without drugs. Start breathing clearly again with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassey's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassey's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wasseysmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
O'Reilly.
Protect your vehicle's engine with Syntec and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec Premium Full Synthetic Motor Oil is formulated for today's engines to dissipate heat and friction and reduce wear. Get 5 quarts of Syntec Full Synthetic and a MicroGuard Select filter for just $33.99. Limit supply. See store for details. Get Syntec only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday Magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. M-O-N-E-Y. That's money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
The latest Secret Shows subscriber. Thank you, Will. You can learn more about the uncensored Secret Shows over at thenewsjunkie.com. I hope you jump on board as well. Also, while over there, if you miss any of the show, you can get all the podcast links and even join us with one of your dispatches. It's very easy to do. Now, quietly, nobody is telling us about this out loud. Quietly behind the scenes, they're starting to lobotomize the AI outlets that have been really fun to use over the last couple of weeks because people had too much fun with them. Too much fun. This is an example of why they've made some changes. There's an AI image that somebody generated, and it's Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse in the cockpit of a plane.
Oh, my gosh.
Boy.
On 9/11, and he's got a gun in his hand. And
what is wrong with, imagine. And they find out it's an 11-year-old boy.
Right, probably. And it looks like it's a fun, like, stylistically done thing. And they said, we got to stop this. And so they've silently, over at Bing, the Microsoft
Are we
AI.
positive that AI did this? Because I've seen some pretty bad AI pictures. Are we sure?
No, this was from the Bing AI, and I've seen some other people who did ones with similar stylings to them. Always 9/11 themed, though, just because that's the one that gets the shock value out of you. And, like, it
who
looks
hasn't
impressively
seen
good.
a good Photoshop of Forrest Gump running away from the towers falling?
Now you can do things like this, or you could before they started to take certain characters out, especially when certain keywords are next to them. So, for instance, if you put in Mickey Mouse and gun, they will say, no, we're not going to do that, or they'll refuse to do it, and you can't create that particular thing. You can probably get, I'm sure there's always going to be some sort of workarounds.
Sure. Or, it's back to the actual artist. If you find some effed up artist, a freelancer, they'll do it for you, sure.
Yeah, an actual person can still do this. And Microsoft can't shut them down. As far as I know, they're not able to stop them from doing this. Real
Disney?
quick. I don't know. Unless, if that's not really, is that satire? I don't know if Mickey Mouse flying a plane into the Twin Towers is satire with a handgun in his hand. I don't know.
Yeah, it
Maybe
depends
it
on who's laughing and who's not laughing.
Right. Yeah, it's all in the eye of the beholder, I guess. They are, and when I say they, I mean dumb media outlets, including The Sun, and I've seen a couple other news outlets that have been going after him. They're trying to go after Pete Davidson. Now, if you want to go after Pete Davidson,
butthole eyes.
I think it's possible to go after Pete Davidson. But go after him for being the world's worst driver, since he's running into absolutely everything right now. He plowed into a house. He ran into another car. He's a really, really bad driver, it would seem. So go after him for that if you want to. But this is really stupid. It says Pete Davidson repeatedly uses a derogatory term toward women, and his inner circle is surprised he hasn't been canceled yet.
Oh, boy.
They're looking for scalps out there. This is important stuff. Very important stuff. They said an insider close to Pete Davidson told the U.S. Sun they were shocked that the 29-year-old hadn't been canceled after he called women the C word on more than one occasion. They said when
Like
Pete
in
left that
stand-up or just witnesses?
in stand-up, and I remember when he left the voicemail for PETA, when PETA came after him, I guess he called that lady the C word as well. They said when Pete left that voicemail calling the woman from PETA the C word, I was left without words, an insider said. But now he's used it to disparage
go outside,
women.
insider.
I know. Touch grass, please. Now that he's used it to disparage a woman and his audience on his tour, that's just totally unacceptable. The word is indefensible. He's already notoriously difficult to work with, but using that word, that's not nice. You can't call a woman that. That is called being canceled, they say.
I know, you say indefensible. I know plenty of women who defend that word.
No, it's powerful.
Not when you're
but
calling it that. Like,
well, if somebody
defend you if you call a woman a C word, like,
well, let's say you're at a comedy show and somebody heckles the comedian on the stage, and the person calls the woman the C word that we can't say on the radio, unfortunately. I don't think the audience is going to be like, well, I didn't think he was like this. I'm going to leave right now. I think most people just laugh because the heckler had it coming by disturbing the comedian's performance on the stage. What they're trying to do here, I think, is compare the C word to like the N word or any other word that you would go, just saying this is enough to make you a terrible human being. And the C word is not that. And I guess it depends on how you're using it. If you're just calling every woman you meet a C word.
It's all in context, for sure. I use the C word in one of my stand-up jokes.
It's a good word. I mean, it's powerful. You don't get that drop out of too many words anymore.
The consonants in it are perfect.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that, in the last few years, you've seen it taken like a new, there's a new wave to it. Like not taking it back necessarily, but just a re-envisioning of it. Because a lot of women especially like find it fun to use. And it all depends on context, the nuance of it.
Well, BDMP says if that's the justification for him to be canceled, then I'm going to be canceled at a Wendy's, according to BDMP. Tammy said, did Wasson say it's unfortunate that he can't say the C word on air? Yes, 100,000%. It's unfortunate that I can't say any of the words that I can't say on air. That is very, very unfortunate. Strangely enough, ain't this an odd one? The only word that I could say on air and not get an FCC violation would be the N-word, which is the worst of all of them,
You would
most would say.
absolutely get canceled for it.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, there's very little areas where there would be context around that would make it so one wouldn't get canceled or fired or whatever. Like, iHeart's not going to stand behind me saying that. But I can't say the C word, and I would love to be able to say it. There's plenty of people I would like to call the C word. Men and women, by the way. Another thing he should be canceled for, Pete Davidson. Again, not this. I don't care about the words he uses. Stop being a pussy about everything. Everybody's like, oh my God, he said that word. Get over yourself. God forbid you hear something that just catches your ear a little bit, seems a little bit mean. Get used to it. He should be canceled for those those Taco Bell breakfast commercials, though. Those are the worst commercials.
Oh, my gosh. They're fine.
Great paycheck, though.
He's doing like a TV show in the Taco Bell, and the woman is just working there, and he's like, "You're my co-host." It's like, oh my God, what are we doing here? But yeah, he probably got paid big money. That Taco Bell money is probably real nice to get.
I think, man, some of the celebrity endorsement kind of deals with that you're not even on camera. Like some of these guys have these big voice deals just because you can recognize their voice. And I was like, they have the easiest paycheck, some of them.
Oh, man. Imagine going into a studio, reading like 10 lines or something, and they go, "Here, sir, is your check for $1 million.
Did you see that monstrosity of a RV/horse trailer that, what's his nuts just bought?
Oh, Ryder?
Yeah.
The VO guy. I used to work with him in radio long ago. We had him on the show talking about how he does voiceovers. He works for the NFL and does movie trailers and does all that stuff. I think he's doing all right. I think he's doing okay out there.
But did you see the thing I'm talking about?
Yes, it's massive.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, I think he's got the correct change. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com, and Casey emails. Casey says, "Hi, Sean. It's been really frustrating lately with the coverage of the war in Israel by mainstream news outlets. I wanted to thank you for how you've covered things so far. I'm a podcast listener, so I've only heard how you covered it on Monday. Tuesday. I really screwed it up. I appreciate you saying there's a clear good guy and bad guy in this situation. The world likes to pretend there's moral equivalence, but there's ambiguity. Hamas is the aggressor. Hamas started the war. Hamas specifically targeted civilians, including many children. Israel never targets civilians. Of course, there are casualties of war, but Hamas uses its own people as human shields, as everybody knows, to inflate the number of Palestinian casualties and make Israel look like the bad guy." Yes, mostly. I would say yes, mostly. When it comes to Hamas and Israel, those are two very different things. I mean, Hamas is doing ungodly things, things that you may have heard about, things that you might not have heard about, but just butchering of civilians, human beings, even kids and stuff. And there is a giant difference between that and what Israel does. There is a circle of violence going on, and Israel is absolutely not without fault in this situation. That would be insane to think. They have their own problems. The settlements in the West Bank are absolutely unacceptable, I think. And the blockade, I think, by both Israel and Gaza, or not Gaza, Egypt, rather. Nobody even mentions that Egypt's in the blockade as well. It makes life terrible for these people. Yes, they did vote in Hamas as their leadership, but I still care about people, you know? We need to remember that Hamas was elected by the Palestinian people. They victimized their own people, but the Palestinian people in Gaza want Hamas in charge. She continues on. There is no moral ambiguity here. Hamas and those support it, like Iran, have been and always will be the bad guy. She goes on to talk about some of these terrible things that are happening. Feel free to read on the air. I think it's really important that public perception line up with the truth. Thank you, says Mommy Salami. Well, thank you.
P.S. Why haven't you told everybody that Biden sold them all their weapons? I personally flew over there in Air Force One and just unloaded all the rockets, said, have a good time.
I know that this is one of these incredibly heated, divisive things, so I'm just going to shoot you straight through all of it as best I can. And I think right now, Hamas has made such a huge mistake because two things have happened. One, a lot of people in America, online and off, have seen what has happened and have seen the people to the far left of the political metrics and on the political spectrum to the far left, and them failing to be able to just say Hamas equals bad. And I think a lot of people are waking up to, whoa, there's some crazies over there. We knew about the crazies on the far right, but look at this. This is insane, some of these people over here. And I think that's happening, and I think there's some political change going on as a result of it. But number two, I think Hamas going into Israel really just gave them an excuse to go in and level the place. And they're going to use that excuse, as terrible as all this stuff is. Look, here's some footage for those of you watching on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. How insane is this?
City neighborhood.
This is
once known as El Rimel, the sands
El Rimel?
reduced to ashes.
Look.
Its residents
God, there's
retrieve
nothing
what
left.
They can, which isn't much. Israel continues to pound the strip,
and it's just getting started. There's just cities now where the buildings are completely flattened and demolished, and So, yeah, I mean, Israel is not without blame in this, obviously, but Hamas is just flat out evil. It's just a terrorist group that has done disgusting things, and it should be very easy for anybody to condemn those things. If you can't, you're on the very, very fringe of a radical extremist ideal that most people are never going to line up with. And what you want, if you're on that extreme, what you want is the eradication of the Jewish people from Israel. That's what you're advocating for. You want the Jews to be killed, if that's what you're saying. If you can't condemn Hamas in some of these actions. All right, let's go over to funny name talking about Disney.
Hey, guys, good afternoon. C-Lane brought up Disney going after the AI artwork containing a Disney image or a copyrighted thing. And they've gone after nurseries for putting up murals of a Disney copyrighted image. But if it's not in a place of business and not something that's for sale, could they stop you from having it created? Could they, go to your house, and if you're a Mickey Mouse doodler, an artist of your own, and you're not selling them, there's no way to shut that down. So how could they do that with AI?
Didn't they back off of that mural thing, though? Remember that? They went after like
it's so incredibly cited in copyright law. Whenever you're learning about copyrights and trademarks and stuff, everybody goes back to the childcare thing, and I think they even paid to have it painted over. Like I think you only really kind of you're kind of hunting and pecking just for the parts that make Disney look bad in this thing. But yeah, I think they backed off of it just because it's like such a piece of copyright lore. Is that big bad Disney's coming after the
daycare,
tiny little daycare, just trying to take care of the children.
The optics of that stuff looks really, really bad. Darth on Twitch says, I'm sure they were all military targets. We ask everybody to condemn Hamas. Why doesn't Israel condemn its own actions with the destruction of innocent civilians as well? Both regimes are gross. Here's the difference, all right? Here's why both equals same is not good enough for me, okay? Both are not same. Because when Israel is about to launch missiles into an area, like let's say Gaza, Israel will send warning to the Palestinians and tell them beforehand. Hamas will tell them, don't leave, stay where you are. That's a big difference, right? That's a huge difference. One is more evil than the other by any stretch of the imagination. When one group says, please evacuate these buildings, we see them as military targets and we're going to blow them up. And then the people who are supposed to be on their side are saying, no, don't leave, stay in these buildings. And they end up getting blown up because of it. One side is clearly more evil than the other in that case. I don't see how you can see it any other way. Maybe you can. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send me a dispatch. Here's Unexplained Bacon talking about that THCO stuff.
What up, junkies? My girlfriend's a sales rep for a company that deals THCO. And oh my God, I haven't been that stoned in years.
How is this a thing you could just sell?
That's an endorsement.
Because they keep changing the chemicals. And
why is that a loophole that they don't close?
America, baby.
Like you just create a drug and you change a couple of chemicals and then they make that one illegal and then you change a couple more chemicals and then they make that like whack-a-mole and they just keep making drugs so somebody could buy them at a gas station and it's not illegal. It seems like we should fix that, right? It seems like that could be something that maybe we could remedy.
But
here.
how?
I don't know. Make it so any derivatives of this particular drug formula are also illegal. I don't know. I mean, I'm not an expert on that for anything, but I think that clearly it's bad and people are dying. Some of the other things, though, I can get behind a little bit. What's the stuff that they sell at a lot of like vape shops and stuff that people do?
Spice?
No. They use it to get off of opioids. Yeah, kratom. Like I've heard some people who have taken that kratom and they've said it got me off of the opioids that I was so addicted to, and it helped me out, and it was the only thing that worked. Yeah, and you can move over, but kratom seems to be much less dangerous, at least as far as I could see, than the alternative. So some of them I go, all right, I could see where there's a use case for this. Some of them just seem dumb. It seems dangerous. It seems like somebody trying to make a bunch of money off of an experiment of people buying some random drugs for them. I don't know. I feel like that's bad. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send a dispatch now. When we return, we're going to go in a different direction entirely. And they found thousands of items in a warehouse in Los Angeles. What was in there? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
Monsters in the Morning.
Russ, if Ryan gets a speedboat, the next day's headline is going to be this: Captain Corn Carney causes carnage at Causeway.
Ah, damn, he did it with that.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
The ramp is closed from Narcoossee Road northbound to the Greenway. Expect heavy delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on I-4 eastbound at Lake Mary Boulevard. The left lane is blocked. There's slowdowns due to an accident on I-4 eastbound at US 27. Due to an accident, the left shoulder is blocked. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Old Winter Garden Road eastbound at Kirkman Road. Expect delays. See traffic troubles. Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 five-star reviews and an A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
Now, you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
Listen up. This is so easy. Do you want the most money for your used car? Of course you do. And a hassle-free process? Yeah, that's GiveMeTheVin.com. Give Me the VIN is fast, easy, reliable, and pays top dollar for your car. It's that simple. And Give Me the VIN is A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau and thousands of online reviews. Get an instant cash offer and the most money for your car right now at GiveMeTheVin.com. America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Whoa, what happened to my grocery store?
This is your grocery store.
No, this is
a farmer's market?
Yes.
Any grocery store is like a farmer's market when you shop Fresh from Florida. Fresh from Florida brings the farmer's market to wherever you buy groceries. Look for our logo or ask for Fresh from Florida.
Fence Outlet customer Amy said,
"We had a fire on our property and needed to replace our fence quickly. We have grandchildren and pets, and we were concerned for their safety. A friend recommended Fence Outlet. We scheduled a free quote, and they had our privacy and safety restored quickly."
Visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C10252 and C10803.
Ever been on a road trip and wondered about all the hidden history and locals-only stories that you might be passing?
With the Autio app, I'm always learning new things about the places I'm driving through.
The Autio app automatically delivers captivating stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories just beyond your car window. It's like having your own personal tour guide. Rediscover America your way with Autio. Available on iOS and Android.
Support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. For breast cancer awareness, we're donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month. Plus, buy today and pay 6 months later. And 0% APR financing is here for a limited time. At Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty. See dealer for details.
Once you get the meat and cheese for your sub freshly sliced right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to dial-up internet. Am I connecting to space to order Jersey Mike's? Any day now. Okay, it's about to connect. What? Who picked up the phone? Nope. There's no going back once you see it freshly sliced at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
You know when you wake up and your mouth feels gross and you just can't wait to brush your teeth to get that clean, fresh feeling again? That's exactly how millions of Navage users feel when they use powered suction to rinse out their noses every day, just like brushing their teeth. Once you're able to breathe deeply without congestion, you never want to be without it. That's why so many people rave about Navage, with over 100,000 online reviews. Feel the Navage difference for yourself. In less than a minute a day, you'll feel immediate relief from seasonal allergies and congestion after the very first use. Navage will also help you sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier, naturally, without drugs. Start breathing clearly again with Navage. Navage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS, Rite Aid, and online at Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Check the mail for Valpak, and you could be an instant winner. That's right. Tucked in with those coupons is your chance to win big. From cash and gift cards to attraction and concert tickets, every month is something new with prizes for the whole family. Go ahead, open that blue envelope of savings to see if you won. Because with Valpak Instant Win, there's nothing to buy or do to cash in. Just thousands of real winners winning real prizes, no strings attached. No purchase necessary, void or prohibited. Prizes are randomly inserted. See specially marked Valpak envelopes for details.
I like to cook on the Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassey's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up to teach you all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. So it's Wassey's Meat Market. Check them out on Instagram or just go to their website, Wassey'sMeatMarket.com. In Melbourne on Wickham Road, it's Wassey'sMeatMarket.com.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 lifeguard protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app? Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio. Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Money. MONEY. That's money. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may your efforts bear fruit.
Real Radio.
Are you guys, either one of you, Sabrina or C-Lane, have you done anything for these Prime days the last 2 days? Because
no.
I haven't done anything.
I
know my wife has been looking at it.
I completely forgot. It's over, I believe.
I did get Courtney something last night because she's like, oh, look, there is a great deal on here. But I haven't been looking at it. I feel like there used to be more buzz about this. Maybe I'm crazy on this.
I always thought Prime Day was during the holiday time.
Is there another
earlier
one?
in the year. This seems like this is not the Prime Day I remember.
Yeah, I don't remember it being like this thing where there was no buzz around it. I remember it being like, oh, Prime Day is coming up, and everybody would watch it. And it was so big that it would crash Amazon's website back in the day. Like, it was a whole ordeal. And now I just don't even hear anybody talking about it. Seeing you didn't get anything off it, you said?
Not yet. I kept seeing the ads for it and didn't realize it was already here.
Yeah.
So
I look at stuff on there and then I go, oh, that's a good deal. I might get this. Then I go, I don't need this. Like yesterday, I go, wow, that's a crazy deal on a Windows laptop. And I'm looking at the Lightning deal, and look at this. There's only 35 left. I should get one. And I'm like, why do I need a Windows? I don't need this thing. What am I doing right now? Get it out of your shopping cart, Sean. Delete it. I don't want to do this. Vicky said it's only yesterday and today. Yeah, it's a 2-day thing now. And they said this is Prime Day big deals. Prime Day is next month. What? I don't know if that's right. I thought there was just like one Prime Day thing, and then they stretched it out into 2 days.
The first Prime Day was July 15th, 2015.
All right.
And that was to commemorate Amazon's 20th anniversary. Number of sales promotions, exclusive to Prime subscribers. Other places have countered with their own big deal day, saying that you shouldn't have to be a member of something to get big deals.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah. It says on July 13th, which was the next year, customers placed 60% more orders worldwide on Prime Day. And then they did concerts and stuff for it. It's not saying why it's now in October.
So I don't know if this is right, but maybe it's in there, Sealand. Tracy Claus on Twitch says, the retailer is following the same schedule in 2023 with Prime Day falling on July 11th and 12th and Prime Big Deal Days October 10th and 11th. So they want more, I guess. And
the hell is the difference? In 2020, it was postponed to October because of COVID.
Mm-hmm. And now they brought it back and they do both of them? So they can
maybe. I don't know. Have we already had a Prime Day this year?
I don't know.
I don't even know anymore, man.
It's not as big of a thing as it used to be. It used to be really big, and people would be like, are you getting anything? Are you getting anything? And even the one in July, if they did it back then, it didn't feel like it was a big must-do thing.
Didn't they determine, though, that's like really not that big of savings?
I don't know. Some of it looks good, but maybe they're just screwing with me. You know, when you go to the page and it has the price that it used to be slashed out, and it's like, but I don't know if they're telling me the truth or not. I'm just assuming that they are, but they could be lying to me. There is a story out of Los Angeles, though, that we should address real quickly. This is the third or fourth story like this I've seen in the last 2 days. Yesterday, there was one to get to about this happening in Chicago with a warehouse that was discovered. And now in central Los Angeles, they discovered a warehouse, and inside it were thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of stolen merchandise from Targets and CVS stores. And there were Pampers, Huggies diapers. There were all kinds of different things like shampoo, lotions, et cetera, and all in this warehouse where they had put in all this stuff. The thing in Chicago was even bigger. I think they said there was millions of dollars worth of merchandise there that had been stolen. And of course, stolen rather. And then what they do is they put it on the world's biggest open air black market, which is Facebook Marketplace. And they sell it to people on there, or they put it on eBay, which is probably a little less likely, or they put it on Craigslist, and they sell this stolen merchandise at some sort of discount so that they can generate money. And this is the case with most of these things. This is one of the dumbest arguments I've heard, and there's a lot of dumb arguments out there this week. One of the dumbest arguments is that people who are going in these stores, Sean, they're poor people, and they're just trying to get food to eat. And you're like, no. This is, in most cases, organized retail theft. They steal all this stuff, or they have people steal it for them. They fill up these warehouses, and they make a whole bunch of money. And then the neighborhoods where this happens, they get harmed by this because all the stores close down. Somebody made a video the other day, and it was actually kind of sad to watch. And it was in San Francisco, and they just went down a street, and they were like, this store closed down, this store closed down, this store closed down, this store closed down, and everything is just dead and shut. And a lot of it's because of the retail theft that goes on around there. And when you take a neighborhood, let's say it's a poor neighborhood, and there is a CVS there, and you hand wave people stealing stuff from that CVS, and the CVS closes down, and there's no other places for them to get prescriptions filled or maybe cheap access to food and stuff. It hurts a place. It hurts a city when you do that. And people should not be hand-waving any of that stuff. And this is also something that we should address just because it's really, really stupid. But here we go. They say a couple in Colorado has captured Bigfoot on video.
Oh, gosh. We're still doing this?
I'm gonna say something that's going to blow both of your minds. The video of Bigfoot is not very clear.
Wow.
I know.
Jesus, man.
I know.
With today's cameras and everything?
It's shocking. It's just very, very shocking. You have to be like 75 IQ to think that there may be a Bigfoot out there right now. The man who invented Bigfoot admitted that he invented Bigfoot. The man who invented Bigfoot said, here are the things I used to make the Bigfoot footprints around this area. The man came out and said, all of this was fake. I did it for fun. And then afterwards, people were like, no, but there's more Bigfoots. And let me see. The footage of this I put up on See It Now at thenewsjunkie.com. The big feet that are out there. Here he goes. All right, that's Bigfoot, supposedly. It's really, really clear. Somebody crouching down on the hillside. And this is supposed to be direct evidence that Bigfoot exists. This couple caught this on camera.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to be focused on this.
I know, that's the problem. I'll show you. Ready? Okay, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
A tiny little person like wandering on the hillside and then crouching down. And it's always like this. There's never like anybody where Bigfoot comes right up to their face and goes, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on out there?" Because Bigfoot is...
Hey, I'm Bigfoot.
Or just grunt, just make grunting noises. Because Bigfoot's not real, okay, folks? It's a silly thing. Yeah, I mean, that one is really 75 IQ territory. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
Sean, I can't wait to tell you what is coming up on the next episode. Right now, I was right in the middle of uploading some audio. I apologize.
Oh, my God.
On the next episode, being a Swiftie.
I can't hear your, if you're playing something. Catastrophe. There we go.
On the next episode, being a Swiftie is good for your mental health, and being co-stars with Jason Momoa is apparently not. One of Michael Jackson's iconic clothing items is hitting the auction block, and it's the Pepsi commercial one.
Oh.
Well, not that one, but the other one with Les Whiteman involved. Plus, oops, Britney did it. This time behind the wheel and not behind a hibachi grill. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio. At 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike.
Do you want to move
music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Today is a Fox 35 Storm Alert Day. We are monitoring the potential for some strong to severe storms to arrive this afternoon and continue overnight into early Thursday morning. Main weather threats: heavy rain, frequent lightning, the potential for damaging wind gusts, and even an isolated tornado or two. Remember to depend on and trust the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Since 2010, Blindster has sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters to satisfied customers across the country with 20,000 5-star reviews and an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Custom blinds at low prices and free shipping. Blindster.com.
These days, there are plenty of things to worry about, but keeping pests out of your home shouldn't be one of them. That's why you need Massey Services. Massey eliminates pests before they get inside. They start by carefully inspecting the inside and outside of your home and then focus customized treatments on the outside. Best of all, your satisfaction is guaranteed or your money back. That's the Massey difference. Expect more and get it.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides 24/7 compassionate support and connection to trained counselors. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. The Lifeline works. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, just call, text, or chat 988.
What if your home's title, the legal document that proves you own your home, is in some criminal's name? Well, that's called home title theft. Everybody's home title is online. Criminals all over the world will forge your signature, and basically it's a race against time to stop them before they take out loans against your home, or even worse, sell your home. So how do you know some criminal hasn't taken over the title to your home? Well, you can find out for free with sign up when you use the promo code Sean and go to HometitleLock.com. That's HometitleLock.com.
I've been driving a truck 6 weeks. It's awesome. Me and the road. And if I push my speed, I can even get myself a little extra cash. I'm not supposed to be on the road for this long, but hey, everybody does it. Plus, I've got these babies to keep me awake.
If you or anyone in your family has been injured, call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. We've collected over $15 billion for our clients. It's easy. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 lifeguard protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
October is birthday month for Zero Res. To celebrate, just say happy birthday, Zero Res, and you'll get $50 off service they offer. Carpet, tile, air ducts, and more. Some minimums may apply. Visit OrlandoZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards and backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Blue Stream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
Orlando's best comedy room is safely open. The Orlando Improv welcomes Ari Spears, who has been a force to be reckoned with in the comedy scene, on October 13th and October 14th. Tickets and showtimes online at theimprovorlando.com. Above all, come for the comedy. We can all use a laugh. The Improv is hiring for all evening positions: line cook, cocktail servers, and wait staff, food runners, and dishwashers. We cater to top talent and the best locals in the Central Florida area. Please call us at 407-480-5233 or email for open interviews.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream, bringing together internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV with the all-new Xumo Stream Box. Get fast and reliable internet for $49.99 a month, free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum mobile line, and a free Xumo Stream Box when you add Spectrum TV. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com or a Spectrum store for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
Jesse Kelly here. Do you feel protected? My personal protection plan is owning gold. The Oxford Gold Group helps you buy gold to have on hand or convert it into your 401k. If things get weird, I have gold on hand. I like that. You can buy coins or convert part of your 401k with the Oxford Gold Group. It's easy and safe. 833-995-GOLD. That's 833-995-GOLD. 833-995-GOLD.
If Twitter is imploding, we're going along for the ride. Join us at Real Radio 1041 on Twitter, powered by Anajar Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Radio. 104.1.
The next episode in just a moment. All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. And we got Fritz on the Street coming up real soon. So make sure you hang out and enjoy that with us. Or jump on over the stream on YouTube and twitch.tv/The News Junkie. All right, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Born in Australia, I got the Tourette's now.
Hey! Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy. Done. Whether you're refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, or perhaps just curious about any of those things, get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you can trust, because I trust him with my life. Go to thatmortgaguydawn.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgaguydawn.com.
Playing banger after banger. Turn it up.
Sorry, just going to test out some of my DJ drops for tonight, if you guys don't mind.
All right. Big DJ party.
Yeah, big DJ party. My first.
Is this the big thing in Sanford with the Vanderpump guy?
Yeah. You better believe it. Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras, but DJ Sabby, a.k.a. Sab Ragoon, will be opening up with a 45 to 1 hour set.
You're not going to wear your Team Ariana shirt, are you?
No. I think that would be awkward once I meet him in the green room. So
It's your girlfriend's favorite DJ.
5 years ago on this day.
Is there somebody else's name in that imaging that you're cutting out?
Yes.
It's all because it's abruptly cut off at some point.
But I have effects on my tiny little controller that will make it seamless, I promise. 5 years ago, 2018, this guy right here.
Kanye West.
Kanye is right, and Kanye met with Donald Trump in the White House while wearing a MAGA hat, and then revealed his password while trying to show the president a photo of a hydrogen plane. Do you remember his password? For 2 points.
I don't at all.
C-Lane? Jeff? Anybody?
Was it Kanye rules?
No, it was 00000. 0.
Oh. Wasn't Trump's like MAGA 2020? Is
This was for his phone.
that a bad password?
It's a bad password. It's that would be easy to get into. Okay. Mine is not that, but you know what? Never mind. This gal right here.
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears is right, and sometimes she runs, sometimes she cries, sometimes she plays with knives. But this time, she got busted without crucial documents while behind the wheel. Yeah, big whoops. Now, the pop star was pulled over, I guess, September 10th, and it's just making the news now for some reason. She got cited for 2 infractions, according to court records. One of the violations was for driving without a valid license in her possession. The other was for driving without proof of insurance, which is a big no-no. Now, law enforcement sources said that Britney was first pulled over for speeding in her white Mercedes, going 61 in a 40-mile-an-hour zone. Also, big no-no. But they're like, Britney Spears, you're being cooperative. We're going to go ahead and give you some warnings. But then she didn't have her license and insurance. I love that.
So she had nothing.
She had nothing. But she didn't have a baby in her lap, which I thought was pretty good considering.
That's good.
For her, she'll be able to deal with the infractions by paying a fine by the end of the month. The total she owes, I love that they have this information because it's nobody's business but Britney's, $1,140.
Well, you can look that up on anybody. Remember, we looked it up on us that one time. We were seeing like the last tickets we got. I guess it's like publicly available information when you get that.
Driving the wrong way in a exit ramp?
I think so, yeah. It was a long, long time ago.
Ariana Grande, she recently divorced from her estranged husband, Dalton Gomez, and they, thank God, have settled their divorce. And the details have squeaked out just a little bit, and they're a bit harsh. Now, they did have a prenup, so it was pretty smooth, but the details of the prenup remind everybody that
love stinks.
Sure does.
True.
Especially when you're a celebrity. Dalton is getting a one-time tax-free payment of $1.25 million.
Damn, not bad.
No spousal support. He also gets another $25,000 for attorney fees, and they're selling their home and splitting the profits. So as far as financially, good to go. But most importantly, they are both barred from speaking publicly about the details of their marriage.
You know what? I think that's
find
good.
Fascinating.
I think that's good.
Now I want to know more, though, Sean.
I think that's a good way to end a relationship like that and just go, hey, we're going to part ways and we don't talk about each other anymore. Just end it right here.
We say
but
nothing.
I have a question.
What's up?
What's this photo that you sent us with the Britney Spears
damn
thing?
it. I completely forgot. That was the photoshopped image that apparently they had a high school student make of Britney Spears.
I knew this couldn't be real.
I mean, it is beautiful.
I was like, that something about this doesn't look like this was actually a photo taken during the traffic stop.
Isn't it great? They're like, we can't afford the Getty images. Let's just throw something together.
Mm-hmm.
So
This
there you
cop,
have
by the
it.
way, the cop would be like 7 feet tall if that was an actual photograph.
And then
The
she's
cop,
like,
weirdly enough, looks like my friend Phil.
oh,
Maybe it is.
Officer Phil.
done some side work, perhaps?
Not that I know of. Well, I mean, he worked at restaurants, so he has.
Oh, well, there you have it. Congratulations, Phil, on being part of TMZ's Photoshop. Big piece of news. There you have it.
Big pizza news.
Big pizza news for anybody who loves pizza and for anybody who loves this guy right here. 3, 2, 1.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson is right, and one of Michael Jackson's iconic clothing items is hitting the auction block.
Is it the glove?
It is not the glove. I thought the glove was already sold.
I'm sure it is. That's a big collectible
There was
right
multiple
there.
gloves, too, from what I understand. This is actually the black and white leather jacket that he wore during one of his Pepsi Generation ads in 1984. If you don't remember, it's this one minus the fire. Hey, everybody. Want a Pepsi?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fire, but it's still. Here we go. What? Say what? Prop store. What do you think it could fetch according to Prop Store?
Oh, man.
I'm looking
These
for
estimates.
the highest estimate. I'll tell you the lowest if that's helpful.
No.
All right.
$1 million.
No.
$1.
$1 is also incorrect.
$2 million.
And that's not it at all. They say it could fetch between $230,000 and $460,000.
Oh, so
What a deal.
I also feel like it's going to go for way more. As far as how it ended up making its way towards the public sale, the jacket was actually gifted to a guy named Wendell Thompson back in the day, whose father was a cosmetologist who worked with Michael Jackson. And then Wendell says he actually received the jacket straight from MJ back in 1983 during a run-in with the King of Pop in Orlando.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
We're on the
cool
board.
little tie-in there. So we shall see how much it goes for. And in the meantime, my friends, shall I give you the boob tube?
You're now rocking. You're now rocking with the baddest DJ on the planet. Baddest DJ on the planet.
Wow. That is a lot.
Imagine the whole audience is just going to be like, all right, when is the clip going to end? On the boob tube, we got Celebrity Jeopardy. We have Christopher Maloney and that juicy tush on ABC. The Masked Singer, Watch What Happens Live with Reba McEntire. 2020 Israel at War on ABC. Get your popcorn ready. And the series finale of Archer. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, Fritz on the street. And you know how it goes. We all represent one of you in Fritz on the Street. If we win, you win. And you get your hands on the Fritz magnet. Very, very rare magnet in a game of magnets. You can see all of the magnets that are out there in play at thenewsjunkie.com. So now's your time to get our attention and see if we pick you, and then we win, and then you get the magnet. All of that coming up next. Fritz on the Street is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic.
It's just minutes away, and brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traveling on I-4, expect delays due to an accident. Eastbound at Lake Mary Boulevard, traffic is backed up to State Road 434. The left shoulder is blocked. The ramp is closed due to an accident from Narcoossee Road exit 22 to the Greenway northbound. Expect delays. And the left lane is blocked due to an accident on Old Winter Garden Road eastbound after Kirkman Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
Call today, cool today. Visit cooltoday.com.
Fall is here, and I'm running out of year. So I'm throwing a Cartoberfest. It's the biggest car party in the world and the most fun way to buy a nice new car. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm going to liven up my sales. So I'm giving you $7,775 over appraised value for your old ride. Come to my car garden and pick out any nicer, newer car you want and get $7,775 over appraised value based on the car you choose. Get a new Mitsubishi Mirage, greenest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon for $14,900. Or look at the new Outlander, the safest, most affordable 7-passenger SUV for only $26,900. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Past credit problems are the worst, but don't feel like a wiener. I'm going to help you get approved and even lower your current car payment. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles to choose from, so don't be tardy to this car party. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Dealer retains all incentives. Vehicle purchase price affects discount.
That's right. It's a real mess out there, Kate. We're seeing heavy congestion on the eastbound lanes of the main expressway with traffic backed up for miles.
What do traffic and debt have in common? You don't want to be in either for too long. Move into the fast lane with Fairwinds Credit Union. We'll help you set goals, save more, and be your guide to achieving financial freedom together. Visit fairwinds.org/together and become a member today. Fairwinds. Financial freedom happens here. Federally insured by NCUA.
You wouldn't believe the week I've had. I've searched the summer villa and the weekend castle, but I can't seem to find my platinum opera glasses anywhere.
Those minor inconveniences. I myself have been overseeing the new addition to my dog's mansion. His spa wasn't spacious enough.
Truly, I can't even fathom such a thing. By the way, how did you come into such wealth?
My grandfather invented those tiny plastic tables in the center of pizza boxes. What about you?
Me? Oh, I sold my car to Algo.
Selling your car to Algo might not get you tiny tables and pizza box money, but it is the easiest way to get the most money for your car. We give you a guaranteed offer in minutes. Verify the condition of your vehicle with a quick phone call, and boom, the money is yours. Active car loan, we will still buy your car. And the best part is, we handle all the paperwork. It's simple. If you don't want the most money for your car, don't sell your car to Algo. And definitely don't visit algonation.com.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text MUSIC to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel hotel and airfare included for only $99. That's music to 96551. You heard right. Be one of the first 50 listeners to text music to 96551 and get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. But you must be one of the first 50 listeners to text music to 96551. Text the word music to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Tools Ace Hardware. Fall is here, and with cooler weather on the horizon, you got to make sure to stop by Tools Ace Hardware to get everything you need to entertain your family outdoors, whether it's a new grill, fire pit, or patio furniture. Everybody knows Tools Ace Hardware has the best brands in grills: Big Green Egg, Weber, Napoleon, and Traeger, and they're also carrying pizza ovens from Uni, Gosney, and Halo. These guys are the best, man. They have the widest selection of fire pits, including Solo Stove, as well as firewood and propane patio heaters. Tools Ace Hardware only carries the premium brands like Polywood outdoor furniture, made from extremely durable recycled plastic that will last for years and will not fade. Get free assembly and local delivery on any grill or patio furniture purchase $3.99 and up. Tools Ace Hardware, 12 convenient locations in Central Florida, or you can shop online at acehardware.com. Get that free in-store pickup or delivery. It's Tools Ace, the backyard place.
Planning a DIY fence project, but you're not sure where to start? Consider Fence in a Box from Fence Outlet. They offer fixed prices that include all materials to complete a fence for an average 120-foot backyard. PVC, aluminum, wood. Learn more at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252.
The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
I will take stressful situations for 500. This is one of the most stressful things you do. That is selling a quality pre-owned vehicle. That is correct. Autobuy pays the max for quality pre-owned cars, trucks and SUVs, even boats and motorcycles. Go to WePayTheMax.com.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. BILLS. That's Bills. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Real Radio 104.1.
On a
Fritz on the streets, the greatest game in all of radio. And here's how this goes. You know by now, some of you at least. If you're new, maybe you don't. But Fritz on the Street is played by the three of us, myself, Sabrina, and C-Lane.
That's right.
And we all pick one of you. And if we win, you win with us on Fritz on the Street. Winners get a special magnet for Game of Magnets. It's called the Fritz Magnet. And it is glorious and very rare in Game of Magnets, just for the record. So I have decided to pick Craig S. over on YouTube. I will be representing Craig S. on YouTube. What about you, Sabrina?
I'm going to go with Big Baller Rochester.
All right. Big Baller Rochester from the dispatch earlier. And what about you, C-Lane?
I'm going with Gunny V, who sent me a T-shirt. And it was waiting for me in my booth when I got to work today.
That was nice.
Nice. Gunny V. Okay, we're all ready to go. Now the most important thing. Fritz, are you ready to go?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's do this. Let's do Fritz on the Street.
Now it's time for
Fritz on the Street.
Yes, hello, Sabrina. Hello, Celine. Hello, Sean.
What's happening, Fritz?
Hey,
Not too much.
Fritzy.
Fritz on the Street, sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO. In first place with 336 points, we have Mr. Christopher Lane. And
No visual effects.
In second place with 319 points, we have Sean Wasson.
Yeah, no visual effects.
And in third place with 303 points, we have Sabrina Ambra.
Okay.
So we have 336, 319, 303. 8 questions, 4 current event questions, 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know it, chime in for that opportunity to pick up a bonus point.
Now, did you do your trivia last night, Fritz, or was it still playoffs?
Thank you for asking. I was able to do trivia last night.
All right.
The Phillies play tonight and tomorrow, I believe. So, yeah, last night was good. We had 7 teams, and I think we had 10 participants.
Nice.
So, of course, only 8 answers, but out of 10 people.
Anyone super hammered?
I believe one was, yes.
Ooh, fun.
All right. We got to factor that in. Is it who we think it is?
I don't know.
Is it Amanda? Is it Amanda again?
Oh, poor Amanda.
I was like, how would I begin to
She
answer
gets
that
drunk
question?
one time.
She makes me laugh every time, though.
Yeah, she does. She's great. Yeah, so if you think you know it, chime in for that bonus point. Is everyone in?
Yes.
All right, well then, away we go. Question number 1. At the age of 80, which Chicago Bears legend passed away last week? Sabrina?
Dick Butkus.
That is correct.
Woo!
The greatest name in all of football. Sabrina, out of 8 answers,
I mean,
how
not
many?
Woo. He died. Rest in peace. Yeah, that was bad.
Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Dick Butkus?
Oh, let's go with 5.
5 for Sabrina.
Ooh, 4.
4 for Sean.
5.
And 5 for Celine. Question number 1 with answers of 4 and 5. Oh, it's playing.
One more time?
All right.
4
I'm gonna
and
hit
5.
One more time.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, there we go. So someone's getting it. Who is it? At the age of 80, which Chicago Bears legend passed away last week?
Butkus.
I don't know.
Dick Butkus. Biggie Smalls.
Dick Butkus.
Dick Butkus. Butkus.
Pass.
That would be 5. So Sabrina is hitting a 3 to start the game.
Kobe.
And C-Lane with your guess of 5, also picking up 2 points. Sean with your guess of 4, picking up 1 point.
All right.
And the opening salvo has been fired. We move on to question number 2. What is the scientific name of the process where plants prepare their food? Sabrina.
Photogenesis.
That is incorrect.
Sean.
C-Lane?
Photosynthesis.
Damn it.
Photosynthesis is correct. C-Lane, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said photosynthesis?
Can you do the whole question for me, please?
You know I can, my man. What is the scientific name of the process where plants prepare their food?
6.
6.
7.
7 for Sabrina.
5.
And 5 for Sean. Question number 2 with answers of 5, 6, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their plant food? What is the scientific name of the process where plants prepare their food?
Oh, God, I should know this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Photosynthesis?
Is it photosynthesis? Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Come on.
Photosynthesis.
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 That's 7. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points on that one, and C-Lane with a guess of 6, picking up 1 point.
What's photogenesis? Did I just make up that word?
I think so.
Okay.
That would be
for the record, it is a hard word to say when you are hammered.
Yeah.
If you're really drunk and somebody's like, say photosynthesis, it's not an easy one when
I
you're
was
drunk.
expecting at least one person to say borophyll.
Nice. We have, let's see, after 2, we go on now to question number 3. Over 900 are dead after... Sabrina?
Where's it going to go? Which way is it going to go? It's hard to find out. Could be one side, could be the other.
It could be
Could be here, could be there.
Gaza.
That is incorrect. Over
Sean.
9... Sean?
Israel.
Israel's correct.
Yes. Not about that. Just
See, it's so awkward.
Quick footnote. This is a game. The game's based on news questions, so sometimes we're going to be happy that we got a point, even though the thing is bad. Okay?
Yes. Question 3 was over 900 are dead after a surprise attack by Hamas in which country? Sean, you got that right. Israel. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Israel?
8.
8.
7.
7 for C-Lane.
7.
And 7 for Sabrina. Question number 3 with answers of 7 and 8.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, let's see. Over 900 are dead after a surprise attack by Hamas in which country?
Israel.
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 Israel. Israel.
Israel.
Israel.
Sean is hitting a 3-pointer on that one, and Sabrina and C-Lane with your guesses of 7, each picking up 1 point. We move
2
on.
people in a row on chat said photogenesis is when you take a picture of Phil Collins. 2 comments in a row, same joke.
Great.
Can I add to that a personal text message from Pizza Peisenberg that says, Sabrina's so silly, everyone knows photogenesis is the act of taking a picture of Phil Collins.
3 of them.
Everyone's so
3.
funny.
That's really funny. We move on to question number 4. That's the halfway point. After question 4, I'll tell you who is leading so far on the day. Question 4, it's about yoga. What style of yoga is practiced in a very warm... Celine?
Wow.
It is hot yoga?
Need more
Sean.
specific.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Damn it.
Sean.
Sabrina.
Smart hot yoga.
That is incorrect. Sabrina. Sabrina.
Oh my god. It's
Sean.
Burka.
It's Burka. It's Burka. Say Burka.
Shut up.
Burka yoga.
It's oh my god. It's you son of a bitch because you're talking so much.
Don't blame it on me.
I blame it on you. Brickum. I pass. Go ahead, Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
I only know one kind of yoga.
Sean.
Is it Vikram yoga?
That is incorrect.
Damn it, man!
It was Sabrina was closest. Bikram.
Okay, come on. You
Bikram.
can't take that.
Well, you said Brickram. So no.
So they pronounce it different in different countries.
Sean, we will start with you. You got
I
question
would
3,
say
right?
I was closest to both hot yoga. It's
Yeah.
not hot.
By the way, it turns out I don't know any types of yoga. I'm just not a single one. All right.
Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Bikram? He's
4?
very, very polarizing. 4.
Yeah,
5.
he kills people.
5 for C-Lane.
I will go with 5.
And 5 for Sabrina. Question 4 with answers of 4 and 5.
Ding, 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 ding.
Perfect. Halfway through the game. What style of yoga is practiced in a very warm room?
Chain Fanda Yoga.
Bikram yoga.
I have no clue.
Bikram?
Oh, Bikram? Goji Yoga.
Bikram. Hot yoga. Bikram.
That would be 5. That means
right.
Sabrina and C-Lane are picking up 2 points, and Sean, with your guess of 4, picking up 1 point. That means with 4 down and 4 to go, in first place with 8 points, we have Sabrina Ambra / Big Baller Rochester.
All right.
In second place with 7 points, we have Christopher Lane / Gunny V.
Yeah.
And in third place with 5 points, we have Sean Wasson / Craig S.
Sean.
Not going well. Not my
Sorry,
day over
Craig.
here.
It's only 3 points separating Sabrina and Sean, though. Question 5. Recently, which U.S. state became the first to ban 4 widely... Sabrina?
Oh, yeah. California?
That is correct.
Oh, right.
Full question. Recently, which U.S. state became the first to ban 4 widely used food additives linked to disease?
Skittles.
Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said California?
Ooh, 4.
They got a lot of internet.
You know, this is one of those things where you say the media is really dumb. They're calling that the Skittles law. It doesn't even actually ban Skittles.
Nope.
Skittles isn't even one of the things that's banned. And I don't think it goes into effect until like 2027.
That is correct.
Call me
I
dumb?
think 4 people... No, the media keeps repeating the Skittles law, so that's why everybody's saying that. The 4 people.
4 people for Sean.
5 people.
And 5 for C-Lane. Question number 5. We have answers of 4 and 5. Let's see if it's perfect through 5. Recently, which U.S. state became the first to ban 4 widely used food additives linked to disease?
California.
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 I would take a guess at California because they do everything.
Okay, California?
Pennsylvania.
California.
California.
Damn it.
That would be 7, so no points awarded. And yeah, that guy was right. They ban a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of banning going on.
3 questions remaining.
Big old
Question
ban.
6. What is the Japanese alcoholic drink?
Sean.
C-Lane?
Sake.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect.
Is that a dumb answer your real answer?
Maybe I should have said. Maybe I should have given it a second guess.
I would like to hear more of the question.
You got it. What is the Japanese alcoholic drink sake made from?
Sabrina.
Sean. Sabrina.
Rice.
Rice is correct.
Yeah, baby.
Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said rice?
I will go with 7.
7.
8.
8 for C-Lane.
6.
And 6 for Sean. Question 6 with answers of 6, 7, and 8.
Ding, 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 ding.
Ooh, who knows it? What is the Japanese alcoholic drink sake made from?
It's rice.
Rice wine.
Wheat.
Oh, it's rice wine.
Rice water.
Rice. Rice.
Oh, well, it's rice wine.
That's 7. That means Sabrina hit another 3-pointer, and C-Lane and Sean with your guesses of 6 and 8, each picking up 1 point.
Screwed here.
We have a little bit. 2 questions remaining. Question 7. Over the weekend, 2 earthquakes killed over 2,000 people.
Sabrina.
In which Sabrina?
Afghanistan?
That is correct. Nicely done.
I mean, come on, you guys.
Killed over 2,000 people in which Asian
the
country?
mix.
Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Afghanistan?
I only know that because of that dispatcher yesterday. 4.
4.
2.
3.
2 for C-Lane and 3 for Sean. Question number 7 with answers of 2, 3, and 4. Over the weekend, 2 earthquakes killed over 2,000 people. In which Asian country?
Oh, damn. I'll just go Thailand,
Oh,
even though
damn.
I know it's wrong.
Asian country?
Oh, you threw them.
Pass.
China?
China.
Thailand?
I don't know. India?
I'm gonna guess Japan. Afghanistan.
That was
Ooh,
1.
1. You got 1 in there.
1. So C-Lane with a guess of 2, picking up 1 point. Yeah, that story was absolutely not covered nearly enough.
Nope.
So we have 1 question remaining, but before we go into that, let's see who is leading so far on the day. In first place with 13 points, we have Sabrina Ambra / Big Baller Rochester. In second place with 9 points, we have Christopher Lane / Gunny V. And in third place,
Can't catch her, Gunny.
and in third place with 6 points, we have Sean Wasson / Craig S.
My God.
Moving on now to question number 8. What
How
is
many
the-
did Sean have?
6.
Shut up, man. What are you doing?
I was just making sure my count was right because I thought it was so low that I forget to keep counting.
How dare you?
What a dick.
Whoa.
All right, question 8. What is the capital of Poland?
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Oh, Poland, huh? That would be the beautiful city, and that it's Poland City.
That is incorrect.
Can you tell us the question again?
Yep. No. What is the capital of Poland?
I'm trying to think of one damn city in Poland right now.
I just thought Poland was, all in and of itself.
Just a whole one city.
Welcome to Poland.
I can't remember.
C-Lane.
C-Lane?
Mount Pleasant.
That would be Warsaw.
Warsaw. Damn it.
Sabrina, you got question 7 right. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Warsaw?
3.
3.
1.
1 for C-Lane.
2.
And 2 for Sean. Question 8 with answers of 1, 2, and 3. What is the capital of Poland?
Pass.
Warsaw.
Warsaw?
I could tell you, but I have to kill you.
Warsaw.
Oh my God.
Don't say it.
Oh, I don't know.
Krakow?
Warsaw.
That would be 4. That means, Sabrina, with your guess of 3, you are picking up 1 point. And that ends Fritz on the Street, thusly in first place with 14 points, 2 points shy from the overall total of the highest score
Get
of
out
16.
of here.
With 14
Tonight's set's
points.
going to go great.
Sabrina Ambra / Big Baller Rochester in second place with 9 points. Christopher Lane / Gunny V. And in third place with 6
C-Lane.
points. Sean Wasson /
Effects.
Craig S. That means in first place and still leading on Fritz on the Street with 345 points. Christopher Lane in second place with 325 points. Sean Wasson. And in third place with 317 points, Sabrina Ambra, and that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Thanks, Fritzy.
Oh, math.
You're the best. You're the best of the best. The best there ever was. Fritz. And if you want to see what's going on with Fritz and keep up with everything that's happening in his world, please do that. Go over to Instagram and search for no_regrets_coyote. And you'll find Fritz's Instagram. You can keep up on when he's out doing Fritz's Funhouse Trivia, which you got to check out. It's a good time. People love going out to see Fritz's Trivia. It's all, there's like graphics up on the screen. It's like an interactive thing. It's fun.
Sometimes he exposes himself.
I don't think he does
emotionally.
That. He goes to Cavo's usually when there's not some kind of big game on Tuesday nights. So please remember that and go out and see him for Fritz's Funhouse Trivia.
Did you see who was there the other day?
Yeah. What's her name? What's
Travis,
his name's
Travis
mom.
Kelsey's mom.
Yeah.
Right.
Mama
Yeah.
Donna.
I think Sealing was there, right? Weren't you there when that happened?
We were like 2 tables away from her.
The poor lady, I don't think, was ready for this amount of fame. And then Taylor Swift just rocked her world.
I think she was ready for what she got.
Really?
Yeah.
Was there a lot of people coming up to her?
A lot of people coming up to her, taking pictures and stuff. Like, you could see, like, they sat outside, and we just happened to be outside, and there was, like, you could see, like, inside the people that were, like, close to the window, like, oh, my gosh, you guys see that? They're just, it's so fun to watch a famous person, even semi-famous, walk in somewhere and, like, watch the reactions of people.
It's like they're in an aquarium or something. Yeah. Everybody just staring. What's the famous person going to do next? She's just the mom of a football player, for God's sake. But, yeah, 2 of them. And I guess the Taylor Swift tie-in has boosted her up a little bit. All right, Fritz, you going to hang out with us today?
You know I am.
Excellent. Okay, we have many, many things to go over as we roll on the show. We want to hear from you. Your dispatches, keep those coming in. But we want to protect you as we always do. There's a scam that is making its way around your cell phones. And this is one that's pretty clever, and a lot of people are getting scammed by this. I don't want that to be you, so stick with us. It's coming up next on the news, Shunky.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Hey, y'all, it's fall. Try the new pumpkin spiced Colbert Show today at 3. Now gluten-free. Available for a limited time only. The Jim Colbert Show. Today at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
The accident has been cleared from Narcoossee Road, exit 22, ramp to the Greenway northbound. Authorities are still clearing up an accident on I-4 eastbound at Lake Mary Boulevard. Traffic is backed up to State Road 434. Expect delays. There's an accident off to the side on I-4 eastbound at US 27. Traveling on Florida's Turnpike, you can expect your regular pockets of congestion. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. If you like using debit over credit, shouldn't you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cash back on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Now you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic while literally on fire. And so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
When the going gets tough, Ram trucks keep you going. Hurry in for great deals during Ram Power Days. Ram, built to serve. During Ram Power Days, current vehicle owners or lessees get $8,980 in total values on the 2023 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today. Total values include combined cash allowance and $2,980 Bighorn Level B package value. Current vehicle must be registered at least 30 days prior to purchase. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 10/31.
The podcast McCartney, A Life in Lyrics is a masterclass, a memoir, and an improvised journey with the Beatles' Paul McCartney, one of the most beloved figures in popular music. Each episode focuses on a single song, examining the people, experiences, and art that inspired McCartney's legendary songwriting.
I wanted to become a person who wrote songs and someone whose life was in music.
Listen to McCartney, A Life in Lyrics, on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Did you suffer through 2022 with a terrible bathroom? You wanted to make that call to Rebath in Mid-Florida. You just couldn't do it. Well, make 2023 the year that you finally do pick up that phone and let these guys show you what they can do. And what they can do is amazing. Take a bathroom that you hate, it's old, it's out of date, doesn't look great, doesn't really complement your home, and turn that into a magical spa-like environment that you begin or end every day in, and it makes you super happy. Here's the great thing. They do this with their employees. They do it in just 4 to 6 days, and they give you a lifetime guarantee on the products and the install. And guys, these products are simply amazing. Natural stone, travertine marble, all those beautiful colors, but it's the quality of the products that you got to feel when you go to the showroom. 436 up in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Stop in, feel that quality, picture that in your house. That can happen. They're exceptionally good at it. Let them design a bathroom that you are going to love using their products, your ideas, their ideas, and next thing you know, their craftsmen will have it installed and you will love it. 2023 is the year that you get a new bathroom courtesy of Rebath, midfla.com.
October is birthday month for Zero Res. To celebrate, just say happy birthday, Zero Res, and you'll get $50 off service they offer. Carpet, tile, air ducts, and more. Some minimums may apply. Visit OrlandoZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards and backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Fall is here, and I'm running out of year. So I'm throwing a Cartoberfest. It's the biggest car party in the world, and the most fun way to buy a nice new car. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm gonna liven up my sales, so I'm giving you $7,775 over appraised value for your old ride. Come to my car garden and pick out any nicer, newer car you want, and get $7,775 over appraised value based on the car you choose. Get a new Mitsubishi Mirage, greenest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon for $14,900. Or look at the new Outlander, the safest, most affordable 7-passenger SUV for only $26,900. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Past credit problems are the worst, but don't feel like a wiener. I'm going to help you get approved and even lower your current car payment. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles to choose from, so don't be tardy to this car party. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Dealer retains all incentives. Vehicle purchase price affects discount.
Thanks to your product, I've lost 65 pounds. That I've been using your product since 2017. I used to weigh 245 pounds, so I'm very happy being under 200 pounds. It gives me energy, and I was taking since day one the Andrew 400 Max. It helped me lose the fat, really, really fast. In 3 months, I lost 65 pounds. I'm 63 years old, and I'm very happy with the product.
Congratulations, Antonio, on losing 65 pounds in 3 months and keeping that belly fat off for over 6 years with Andro 400 Max. Guys, if you're looking for a great way to lose belly fat, gain energy, and improve your mood, then Andro 400 Max is for you. Andro 400 is safe and natural and helps men like Antonio not only reach their weight loss goals, but also help keep that belly fat off for good. So kickstart your goals today. Go to andro400.com and get free shipping and discounts only on andro400.com. That's andro400.com.
The 44th Charity Golf Tournament for the Russell Home for Atypical Children is on.
Saturday, October 21st at Hawks Landing Golf Club at the Orlando Marriott World Center.
Sign up at russellhomecharityGolf.org.
That's russellhomecharityGolf.org.
The Russell Home thanks you.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Orlando's newest entertainment destination is now open. Primrose Lanes welcomes you to our restaurant and bowling club. Visit primroselanes.com to reserve your lane and join us for happy hour every weekday at 4 p.m. for half-off cocktails.
I'm Curtis Fitzgerald-Jackson.
And I'm Charlie Webster. The podcast Surviving El Chapo, the twins who brought down a drug lord, returns for a second season and picks right back up with Pete and Jay Flores taking their first steps on U.S. soil after turning themselves in to the U.S. government. Season 2 follows the twins through their time in prison and testifying in court against El Chapo.
Surviving El Chapo.
Listen to Season 2
on iHeartRadio app or wherever you get podcasts.
Make no payments for 6 months when you support Pink at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Holiday magic. Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, Bills. BILLS. That's Bills. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Forever at
I just had a moment. One of those moments where you go, well, that sucks. Here in radio, in the world of radio, we get emails about every day from iHeart, right? We get these emails from our bosses and stuff and people we work with at iHeartRadio. And one of the emails that comes through quite a bit is what they call an endorsement opportunity. And it's like, that means there's an advertiser and they want to connect the advertiser with somebody who's on one of the radio stations.
I am interested! Exclamation point times 5.
Right. I know you almost want to just automate it, like Chat GPT and automate it, because I know when they send these emails out, it basically says, hey, who wants some money for doing an endorsement? And everybody responds, yeah, me. And then they pick somebody and that person gets the campaign and, on we go, right? So this one comes in and it's like endorsement opportunity. And I go, let's see what this is about. And I click and it's a brand of alcohol. And I'm like, that's cool.
I'm interested.
Hell yeah.
No.
We've been known to have a drink from time to time. Do you already know what was soul crushing?
I just saw it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, so it's a brand of alcohol, and I go, that's good. We drink, and we've been talking about drinking from time to time on the show. And then it says, looking for somebody who's edgy. And I'm like, come on. Is anybody edgier than that? And they said, looking for somebody with tattoos. And I'm like, I got it all kinds. I got tattoos everywhere here.
I got a tattoo.
And it said young.
Right. I'm in.
Are you, though? Are you?
I'm the youngest of this show.
You are the youngest among us.
I don't have no kids.
I started to think about it. I was like, what do they mean when they say young? And then you know what I said immediately to myself? If you have to ask that question, you're too old.
Exactly. I think that I come off very young. Thank you.
I was like, what does it mean when you say young? It just when I saw young, I thought they're looking for somebody under 30. That's what I immediately thought.
No one under 30 works here, barely.
I know, but that's what they mean with the word young. Young tattoo person under 30. They're not saying it, but
they don't call them tattoo people.
Whatever. People with tattoos who are edgy, which is what they wanted. And they said young. And I was like, oh, well, all right. Just going to ignore that email.
You want me to ask, because I'm replying now, what do you mean by young? Is there an age range?
No, I'm not even. I know I'm out of this one. I'm 42. I'm not getting the young gig. Go for it. Give it a try. But, not for me, unfortunately. Okay, let's see here. I wanted to tell you about a new scam that is surging out there. One thing that nobody's really addressing here is the days of robocalls are fading away. Quickly fading away are the days of robocalls. I know you might hear that and go, I get calls all the time, unwanted spam calls on my phone. What are you talking about, Sean? Robocalls are out there. Robocalls have actually decreased about 20 to 30% year over year from last year.
It's wild that you say that, because in the last 2 days, I've gotten 5 text messages saying, hey, and it's my wrong name. This is someone's random name. I'm interested in buying your property in the area.
Right.
Can we talk?
Well,
which is clearly spam.
That's what I'm kind of getting at here. We're transitioning from robocalls to robo-texts. Robo-text messages, that's the new thing that they're really dialing it up.
I don't even feel like it's that new.
Well, it's newer, and it's on the way up. It's good, like 18% up year over year. So the robo-phone calls are going down, and the text message scams are going up. And there's a couple of them that are quite clever, actually. And this is why at all times in your life, be skeptical. At all times in your life, double and triple check. If something seems too good to be true, it's obviously too good to be true. I saw somebody yesterday posting on Facebook when I'm scrolling through my feed, and this person is like, right there on the Facebook page.
Instagram
this person
Twitter,
goes,
y'all see this?
hey, some guy online just said he wants to send me $100 into my bank account. Should I let the guy send me $100? And I'm going like, oh, God, this is a scam. Some people don't know how this works. If it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. What happens with that scam, sometimes they don't even tell you beforehand. And let's say I wanted to scam C-Lane with this. I would push through what looked like a transfer of money to C-Lane's account. And in C-Lane's account, he would see, oh, my God, there's a deposit coming in for $100.
Hell yeah.
Free $100. Right. This is awesome. Then I would go, oh, my God, Christopher Dolores Lane, I accidentally sent you $100. Would you mind sending me $100 just so we're even here? And then C-Lane would either go, screw off, or he'd go, okay, I'll send you the $100 back. The moment I get C-Lane's $100, I cancel the transfer, so C-Lane's out $100 and I lose nothing. It's a scam that a bunch of people try online. If it seems too good to be true, it is too good to be true. People don't want to give you money. Trust me on that. But here's the one that's going around quite a bit. And tell me if any of you have gotten this. Maybe you've gotten this too, Fritz. This is one that looks like it's from the United States Postal Service. Have you seen this?
How nice of them to text.
Oh, I haven't seen that, no.
It says something like this. It says something like, your package has arrived at the warehouse, but it could not be delivered due to incomplete address information. And then there's a link. So you're like, oh, well, I did have a package on the way to my house because, I don't know, most of us order a bunch of stuff off Amazon or somewhere else. And
constantly packages. We're
getting things delivered all the time. So this guy goes, I click the link without hesitation. I update all my information because when you go there, it's like says your name and some stuff. And then you change the address. And then it asks you for a credit card. And it's supposedly like, this is a charge that you have for some shipping issue, blah, blah, blah. And when you put your credit card in there, or it might even just say it's to verify your identity, put your credit card in. When you put your credit card in there, they're stealing it from you. And then they're going to run up a bunch of charges on your credit card very quickly. So be careful of that. The U.S. Postal Service isn't just flinging out these texts all over the place. Do a couple simple things to protect yourself from robocalls, robotexts, spam emails, all of that. One thing you should do, this is a good one, I think, is when you see an email, let's say it's from Amazon, and Amazon saying, there was a problem with your order. We need you to update some account information. When you click the link, every single time you do that, look at the URL. Some people
you don't want to click that link first, though. If you hover over it, that's when it kind of pops up. Once you click the link, I thought is when you could get exposed to things.
It depends. Most of the time, the website's not going to be doing any harm. They're just trying to get your information or your credit card number. But if you look at the link where it's going, make sure it's not going to like crazysuperamazon.com or amazongonewild.com or anything like that. Make sure it's going to the right, correct website. And make sure it's spelled right. People get screwed on that all the time. It's just really, really easy for somebody to take advantage of you.
I went to a misspelled website the other day, and a lot of times people try to scoop these up, like the big ones like Amazon. If you put in like Amazon or something, a lot of times it'll still go to Amazon. A lot of times they try to scoop up domain names that are like theirs.
Yeah.
But somebody owns Gale.com, and it was like a present to their wife whose name is Gale. And you can't trademark a common name, so there's no company that can take this from them. So most likely what you've done is you've misspelled Gmail to get to Gale.com, and there's next to nothing there.
Right.
And they're just like, we've already gotten all your offers. We're not interested.
You know how bad Google hates that? If you type in google.com, enter, you're going to Google, right? If you type in google.com, you're going to Google. If you put it like, I think it goes up to like 8 or 10 or 11 O's in the Google, it still goes to Google. They bought all of those just in case somebody put some extras in there or somebody wanted to pretend like they were that website. Just make sure you're being careful and not getting scammed out there. All right, quick break. When we come back, jury duty is on the way. We got some updates on big stories going on out there. The Powerball is exploding right now. Wow. Things are also exploding in the Near East with what's happening in Israel. And there's another big problem that just popped up related to that. This is not good. We'll talk about that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
So we no longer have our blue check mark.
Actually, it was a white check mark surrounded by blue.
Don't be that guy.
Okay.
We're still at Real Radio 1041 on Twitter. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is Clay Travis. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
NBA general managers have high hopes for the Magic's Franz Wagner and Paolo Banchero, who were named among players set for breakout seasons. To football, where Buccaneers linebacker Devin White says he's been rejuvenated this season by watching how veteran teammate Levante David goes about his business every day. And boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. is sending supplies to Israeli forces and civilians in response to the recent terrorist attacks. I'm Scott Davidson.
From the versatile EQB to the sublime EQS sedan, Mercedes-Benz makes electric extraordinary. The vehicle's all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. The choice is yours. Learn more. MBUSA.com/EQ.
Don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today with That Mortgage Guy Don. That Mortgage Guy Don, president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show, he is here for you. And chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table, so why not have an expert that has your back? Let That Mortgage Guy Don get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free, fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com and hit the compare button. Don will review your quote and let you know if you can get a better deal. That Mortgage Guy Don is a mortgage broker, not a corner bank or retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. Wholesale lenders that are competing for your business. If you want to see a difference, go to the website right now, thatmortgageguyDon.com. Apply now and get a quote or get a free analysis of your existing quote. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Ever been on a road trip and wondered about all the hidden history and locals-only stories that you might be passing?
With the Autio app, I'm always learning new things about the places I'm driving through.
The Autio app automatically delivers captivating stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories just beyond your car window. It's like having your own personal tour guide. Rediscover America your way with Autio. Available on iOS and Android.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In Office Orlando.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Floridians, do you know how close you are to freshness? Fresh from Florida is local produce grown by farmers right here in our own state. It's always fresh, always in season, and always mouth-wateringly good. Look for the Sunny Fresh from Florida logo or ask for it by name where you shop.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
For 60 years, our team of expert electricians has been here to help you with all your energy needs. So there's no need to wait or worry when it comes to your electric. Right now, get $100 off any electrical service.
Peace of mind, don't delay. Pick up your phone and dial away. 888-40 today. Get it done today with Energy Today.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides 24/7 compassionate support and connection to trained counselors. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. The Lifeline works. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, just call, text, or chat 988.
Jesse Kelly here. Do you feel protected? My personal protection plan is owning gold. The Oxford Gold Group helps you buy gold to have on hand or convert it into your 401k. If things get weird, I have gold on hand. I like that. You can buy coins or convert part of your 401k with the Oxford Gold Group. It's easy and safe. 833-995-GOLD. That's 833-995-GOLD. 833-995-GOLD.
Wawa has pizza. Wawa has pizza, and it's freshly made. Wawa has pizza until 3 a.m. Brought to you by Wawa, who now has pizza starting at 4 p.m. Wawa has pizza. Gotta have a Wawa.
Sure, you could call your family, but then they'll start calling you all the time. Instead, just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
They have, but this one I like, and I think everybody else should copy it. All right. One of the biggest flaws in our laws on people with mental illness and homeless people, and obviously homeless people with mental illness is the cross section there, is something that I encounter all the time. In fact, we just encountered this, Courtney and I, this past weekend, and we were going to this little Colombian restaurant. We decided to walk there, and as we're walking back after having a good meal, there's this homeless guy, and he's kind of near the main road, but off a little bit. And he's like splayed out, just like laying down, obviously in some
Spread eagle
distress. Like he's like obviously a mentally ill person who's on the streets and needs some
How do
help.
you know he wasn't just taking a nappy, man?
Oh, you knew looking at him that this guy was definitely, it was a person who had mental illness and he was homeless. And the biggest issue has been, we have a problem taking away people's freedoms, which that's good. We should be very careful if we're going to take away any freedoms from any Americans. We should be very careful about what we're doing. So in a way, that's good. But when it comes to mental illness, it's bad. And here's why. When we see somebody who's in the middle of some mental episode and they're homeless, as long as they're not doing anything illegal, everybody just kind of stands around and goes, all right. And then when they do something illegal, they just arrest them and bring them over to jail. You can't do anything in between. And now in California, they finally moved this in the right direction. Here's the Associated Press. It says, more Californians with untreated mental illness and addiction issues could be detained against their will and forced into treatment under a new law signed by Governor Gavin Newsom, a move to help overhaul the state's mental health system and address its growing homelessness crisis. The new law, which reforms the state's conservatorship system, expands the definition of gravely disabled to include people who are unable to provide themselves basic needs such as food and shelter due to untreated mental illness or unhealthy drug and alcohol use. That means habitual drug offenders and people who are mentally ill, homeless people who need help. They can take them and bring them to a place and give them help, even if the people don't want to go. They could pick up that person who's in the middle of a mental health episode and essentially Baker Act them, bring them to a place and working where?
Who's working at these facilities?
I don't know what places they're bringing them to, but they're bringing to either a mental health facility or a drug crisis center. They have the facilities to help these people out in place.
I wonder if they have the room at these facilities, because I know that there's a lot of these people just out on the streets, living in what do they call those like homeless mansions, hobo mansions?
Right. But then you have, like you've been approached by somebody who's looking for money for the shelter, and then that fills up as soon as you get the $2-3 that you need. And it's just, I love the idea of it. I think it's a great initiative. I'm very curious, like Sea-Lion, like, is there enough space for it?
Here's the problem when we look at this. So California alone, they have 171,000 homeless people. I don't know how much room they have in shelters in California for homeless people, but overcrowding at the homeless shelters is actually not the biggest issue. The biggest issue is a lot of those 171,000 homeless people don't want to go to a shelter. They have no interest whatsoever in going to a shelter, a lot of these people. They don't want to change their lives. They don't want to change anything up. They don't want to lose some of the freedoms that they see as being lost when they go to one of these shelters. There are places in almost every city, in this very city where we are right now, there's several homeless shelters, and they're very good. If you're homeless and you go in there, they check you in. There's a long process where they interview you, figure out what your situation is. Do you have any addictions? What's led you to be homeless? They put you on a plan. The plan has a short-term plan to get you off the streets immediately, and then a longer-term plan to get you employed and get you in your own housing. That's fantastic. These are really great resources. But there's so many people that are either too mentally ill to go there or to know to go there, or they don't have enough help or assistance to get to the place, or they just don't want to go. And if you have people who are just habitual drug addicts or who are, homeless in the middle of a mental health episode, you could scoop them up and you could bring them to one of these places and give them the help that they need. I think that's good. I think that's an excellent thing. We lost a lot when the Supreme Court banned asylums in the United States of America. And then it just became a thing where we're like, look at those crazy people on the streets. What do we do with them? We should all help them. Well, we can't tackle them and bring them in. We can't net them right now.
Yes, we can.
How are we going to do this? And it's like you have to be able to help people even when they don't want the help sometimes. And somebody who's mentally ill and homeless might say they don't want the help, but they need it. It's more empathetic to give it to them, even if they're denying the fact that they want it. All right, let's get into it. An insane story in jury duty. So let's do that. Let's do jury duty.
The following
Whoa.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the news junkie.
Trying to end the show just right there.
That would have been nice. That would have been nice.
Rocket us right out of here a little faster. Jury duty brought to you by Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. The number is 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MOE, or go to justcallmo.com. He is absolutely the best of the best as far as I'm concerned. And this is an attorney, Moses DeWitt, who's going to listen to your story. He's going to fight for you like the person that you are, not just some number in a spreadsheet or some law firm that just wants to settle as fast as they can. This is why you go to him. So 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. This story is insane, but I'll try to work it in very quickly here. A Florida man was arrested after being pulled over for a broken headlight. All right, so remember that. You see this?
You're going to say an ass too fat.
No, this guy got pulled over for a broken headlight, and they started looking around his truck. His name is Henry Joseph Horton IV. He's 19 years old. When they look into his truck, they look at Horton's truck, they found several handwritten pages. Those pages documented his plans to purchase firearms and, quote, kill everyone at Okeechobee High School with my guns.
Wow.
Court records show Horton had graduated from the school in 2022. A bong and 3 fillet-style knives were also found during the search. They committed him under Florida's Baker Act, they said. In a later interview with detectives, he said he was planning on killing 15 people at the school before heading to El Rey Jesus Church in Miami for a stabbing spree, it said. Or El Rey Jesus Church in Miami for a stabbing spree.
It's still Jesus when we're talking about church.
He said he just doesn't like religion. That was his reasoning for wanting to do this.
Right.
The only reason they found him was because he had a broken headlight, and they pulled him over.
What was their reasoning for searching the car? Was it did they smell the bong? See the bong?
It doesn't say in the story that I'm looking at. It may have been something like that.
I mean, based on the list and his plan, I feel like they could see it in his eyes that something was wrong.
And they might have just asked him, can we search your car? And he's like, all right. And they found this. He also said he was trying to see if he could connect with 1,000 like-minded psychopaths online and then have a day where they all go out and
Well, we
do
got
it?
one for you. That one lady.
Okay, don't offer that, C. Lane.
That's just an insane story. Thank God they pulled this guy over, and thank God they found that because he was ready and willing to do it. When we come back, we've got an update on the fourth grader that got arrested. The body cam footage is out on that. And the weirdest story about a birth that I have heard in a very long time. This one, we're going to have to put our thinking caps on for this.
Great.
It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 and a little
Holiday magic.
is just minutes away. And brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Traveling on I-4 this afternoon, you can expect bumper-to-bumper traffic due to an accident between US 27 and State Road 429. Authorities are clearing up an accident blocking the right lane on Highway 1792 southbound at County Homes Road. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Highway 415 southbound at Reed Ellis Road. See traffic troubles? Call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center in James, Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by CarsForKids.org.
CarsForKids.org. Right off the car, not the kid.
CarsForKids.org is the best vehicle donation charity helping kids go from surviving to thriving. CarsForKids.org picks up vehicles in any condition for free.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio wants to provide you with a little holiday magic.
Holiday magic.
Holiday magic in the form of $1,000 13 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekly from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do it on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number that you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get some
Holiday magic.
This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
My friends at Mills Air have been in business since 1992 right here in Central Florida. Over 30 years. They're not going anywhere. Carrier, factory authorized dealer, turn to the experts. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now up to $1,275 in rebates. Go to millsair.com.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Here's something you've never heard before.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Introducing 24/7 Lifeguard Protection, only from Simply Safe Home Security. Now, monitoring agents can see and speak to intruders through our new indoor camera to help stop crime in real time and for fast police response. Get 20% off any new system with Fast Protect monitoring at simplysafe.com/radio. Advanced home security, 24/7 professional monitoring for less than $1 a day. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
During Jeep Adventure Days, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep Grand vehicles. 10 or 15% below MSRP, depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator, Grand Cherokee Laredo, and Compass. Excludes Sport. 15% below excludes MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude, Grand Cherokee L, excludes Laredo, and Grand Cherokee excludes 4xE and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 10/31. Jeep is a registered trademark.
October is Sudden Cardiac Arrest Month. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death in the U.S. with survival rate of about 10% or less. Russ Rollins here. In honor of Sudden Cardiac Arrest Month, I'm setting a personal goal. I want to send 1,000 Monster listeners for a free heart scan with a minimum requirement valued at $699. I want you guys all to be safe and healthy, and I want my listeners to get in and get this scan. I did it, and I got to tell you, I'm so glad that I did. You have an opportunity to get a heart scan and a full body scan for cancer. What is Life Imaging FLA? Well, FDA approved state-of-the-art low-dose radiation CT scan. Early detection saves lives. You know, 30 to 40% of heart attacks, the first symptom is sudden death. Man, wouldn't you rather know today instead of worry about tomorrow? While you're there, ask about their cancer screening. It's better to know now than to wait till it's too late. Call Life Imaging FLA for your free heart scan with a few minimum requirements valued at $699 now. Now, from your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the words free heart scan. That's pound 250, say the words free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds.
Once you get your hot stuff freshly grilled right in front of you at Jersey Mike's, I'll tell you, there's no going back to anything else. That'd be like going back to calling your friend on their home phone.
Hello, McDougal residence.
Hi, can Jerry come to Jersey Mike's?
Jerry! May I ask who's calling?
It's Danny.
It's Donnie! Pick up the phone! Yoo-hoo!
You know what? I'll call him when the cell phone gets invented. Nope. There's no going back once you get it freshly grilled. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of microscopic germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril around the back of the nose and out the other nostril, helping flush out all the nasty things that make you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Cindy, a verified Navage user who writes, I've had such awful nasal congestion for the last couple of years. I bought Navage and OMG, I can breathe again. I love this thing. Goodbye, Neti Pot. Hello, Navage. End quote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company. Nervive tablets contain alpha-lipoic acid to relieve nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort, plus B-complex vitamins to support healthy nerve function as you age. Live life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief. Learn more at nervivehealth.com. And try Nervive Pain Relieving Cream to block nerve pain signals at the source. Use as directed.
Check the mail for Valpak, and you could be something new with prizes for the whole family. Go ahead, open that blue envelope of savings to see if you won. Because with Valpak Instant Win, there's nothing to buy or do to cash in. Just thousands of real winners winning real prizes, no strings attached. No purchase necessary, void or prohibited. Prizes are randomly inserted. See specially marked Valpak envelopes for details.
No payments until 2024 with approved credit. Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Holiday magic.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
To get you caught up on. And then in our next segment, the penalty.
Fritz.
Shut up, Celine.
This is going to be the weirdest fight ever if you guys fight over this.
What does penultimate mean?
Second to last.
I know, I know.
So,
I do know.
Yeah, we'll do a couple of things here, and then in the next segment, a little announcement.
Does anyone know about
some
this
stuff.
announcement, or we get to find out with the listeners?
You never show up in time for the pre-show meetings, so you don't get in on this. And,
Are you talking about the
can't spread
Tuesday
the word.
ones?
No. The unofficial pre-show meetings that don't have Boss Man Bradshaw in them.
Oh, the ones. Okay, you got it.
We talk shop, we gossip, we get all the important info in.
It's so funny. I'll check my spam folder, but I never remember being invited to them.
Yeah, we purposely do it without you, honestly, if you must know. It's
What a surprise.
It's more effective that way.
And Tiny Sean is here.
I'm reading an email, for God's sake. I can't tell if I'm tiny.
Dear Sean, you're so great. I love how you do.
Yeah.
All
thank
right.
you.
Consider it dumped.
Nicely done.
Oh,
I'd like to remain anonymous is such a big line that you need to put in
no,
the
they
front.
did. This is absolutely my fault. It says anonymous right underneath it. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Good morning, Sean. Please keep my name anonymous. She says, sorry, I'm always a day or two behind because of work. I listen to every episode of the show on iHeartRadio. Well, first of all, Michelle, thank you for giving us that time every single day. We appreciate that. We love you for it. Regarding the public records request for your internal investigation with the police, there are statutes that law enforcement agencies have to follow regarding fees for public records. But just like anything, it's how they interpret the law. Where I work, we will provide the first 100 physical pages of a report for free. After that, an hourly fee is charged for each 100 pages afterward. Same goes for audio and video recordings. First hour work is free and then charge an hourly fee for each hour, blah, blah, blah. My department works with larger in-depth requests like IA investigations. It's not all about providing paper, audio, or videos. We have to read word for word and redact any confidential or exempt information. Oh, that's true. That's probably a pain in the ass,
That
too.
is, yeah.
If they have to go through, like if it's like somebody's name or address or any of that, they have to black that out.
I don't know. We've had situations where people have sent us information. We've done the public information request. They've sent us the documents, and we went to post them, and then we went, whoa! There are addresses galore on this thing.
Oh, they didn't do the work that time.
Yeah.
It said there are hundreds of items that one would have to redact. A lot of agency SWAT teams are made up of agents, so it's possible they had a lot to remove from your report. So what you're paying for is the review and redaction of applicable statutory exemptions. That sounds fancy, Michelle. Regardless, bozos like the guys at the bars give good members of law enforcement a bad name. They deserve their punishment. I hope this helps. Say hi to Sabrina for me, and congrats to C-Lane, she says.
Thank you.
Yay.
There we
Fritz,
go.
Sorry, chopped liver.
Yeah, maybe I'll make the next email.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that email, Anonymous. Okay, there's a few things just scattershot here that I want to talk about. One, and I know I've been bitching about this forever, and you might think I should get over it. I'm not going to. I think this is wild, and I think this sucks. Once again, Disneyland in California in this case, has hiked their prices up, and I just think it's worth highlighting this stuff. So look here in front of me from Thrill Geek over on Twitter.
Oh, wait, hold
prices,
on. All right.
Prices for their Magic Key passes have increased. So the Inspire Pass is now $1,649 a year.
For
That's
one?
up $50. That's for the Inspire Pass, which is like probably the full thing.
What does that mean, though?
I don't know the difference between them. I think this might be all the Disney parks, maybe, and no blackout dates and all that stuff. The Believe Pass is $1,249 now, up $150 a year. The Enchant Pass is $849, up $150. And the cheapest pass that they have at Disney, the Imagine Pass, is $499, up $50 year over year. And that means the one-day, one-park passes for Disney are now up to $194 for a one-day, one-park pass.
That's insane.
And imagine you have a family of 5. That's $1,000 just to get into the gates of Disney. That sucks, man. That sucks. And my family growing up could not have afforded that. I don't know about you guys, but $1,000 to take the whole family out. And that's why, I saw, God, where were we the other day? Courtney and I were somewhere, and this, I think we may have been at Universal Studios, and right at the gates, there was an entire family, and they had like a little igloo cooler or something, or they had some like a backpack, and they're all eating. Like they're drinking drinks.
Of course.
And it's like, why are you doing this? Well, they're doing it because if they go walk through that gate, it's $400 to feed the family, maybe an exaggeration, but you get what I'm saying. It's so expensive, man. Really, really pricey. One day, one park passes could cost as much as $194. That is pretty pricey to go to Disneyland. Here's an interesting one. They say twins have been born, and those twins came from embryos that were frozen 30 years ago.
Test tube twins.
That's awesome.
Which is kind of weird because, in a way,
they're 30.
These twins are kind of 30 years old, aren't they? Like, they've been alive, though frozen.
How are we defining birth? I mean, how are we defining age?
They've existed, or in some way they've existed. Oh, God, I don't even know how to phrase it because they haven't really existed as an organism.
It's interesting that they've been around for 30 years.
There's been a thing, an embryo, the possibility of life for over 30 years, and then just now you have twins that have been a result of this.
Because we all have like 30-year-old, eggs and sperm, obviously, but this was already created 30 years ago. Now, question for, I guess just for me is why these embryo? Why 30 years later? What brought this on instead of creating a new embryo?
Well, let's see what they said. Rachel Ridgway is the mom. She's a mom of 6. And she says she couldn't be more thrilled that she's just 3 years older than her newborns. So she's 33 years old, and technically these newborns could be considered, existing in some form.
Of 8?
Yeah, 8.
God.
I think 8 now, or she has 6 with these 2 included. I'm not sure. The twins are believed to have developed from the oldest known embryos that led to a live birth. So these things are frozen for 30 years, and they were still good to go. Rachel and her husband Philip got pregnant precisely 3 decades after the embryos of their son and daughter, Timothy and Lydia, were frozen in April of 1992. The infant's biological parents, who have stayed anonymous, donated their leftover embryos to the National Embryo Donation Center after going through in vitro fertilization. Oh, that's nice. So I guess that's a thing you could do where you can leave them behind for other people.
See, I thought, and maybe I was wrong on the paperwork here, but when we were looking at IVF stuff, we could donate, but we had to donate to a person we knew or science, which made me think that they were going to do some stem cells.
Science?
I don't know if they actually said science.
They didn't get more specific. They're just saying, would you like to donate to science?
The absolute street sweeper level of knowledge bullets they fired at us at every one of these meetings. I was just like, okay. It's impossible to get all the information in one sitting, even though the guy just fires it off like he thinks it is. So I don't know, but I just remember going, oh, really? We can't donate it to whoever needs it? I think we have to give it to someone.
Yeah.
But no, it's good that they have that, because I thought if we had eggs we didn't need or embryos we didn't need, if we did the 1 or 2 and done, and then we still had frozen stuff left over, we would donate it. We're not just going to destroy it.
Oh, there's an asterisk on this place. It says the Christian nonprofit, which offers frozen embryo transfers only to heterosexual couples who have been married for at least 3 years. The gays don't get any embryos.
Does that mean that their embryos are somehow
going
to turn into more morally sound?
Oh, they're going to be gay AF for sure.
They will not give them to the gays, they said.
No, but the embryos are going to be gay babies for sure.
They said they're stored in liquid nitrogen along with thousands of other embryos. So I'm imagining, because honestly, I'm going to throw it out there again, I have no idea how this place actually looks. But imagine there's this big warehouse area, and they have these huge liquid nitrogen containers. And inside those, they have all these embryos that they're storing for stuff like this.
Yeah, Jurassic Park style.
Yeah. And then they're I picture them they put something in there and they suck the embryo out into a test tubey kind of thing.
Kind of like caviar.
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's so weird that they could do this. But not for the gays, just for Rachel Ridgway, mom of 6. My God.
Ashley's so convinced that our son's going to be gay without even meeting him, right?
Okay.
And I'm
why?
I don't know. It's just one of these things that she's been talking about, and I keep telling her yeah, he's gonna have to come out to you someday and tell you he's straight, and you're gonna have to look him in the eyes and go, I love you the same amount. Love you the same amount.
Not what we expected, but
is she getting any kind of interactions with the child inside of her body that makes her think this, or
just
is this
Lady
just a
Gaga keeps playing over and over again.
There's got to be something. I don't know what the signals are, but let's get to this fourth grader.
It's more just us like messing with each other. She's like, babe, your son's gonna blank so many blanks, and I'm like, all right, not even outside yet.
God, really Jesus. All right, let's get to this fourth grader who was arrested by the police after throwing a tantrum at school. They released the body cam footage, I guess, of this, and they said the police were called in as backup. Initially, the officers watched, hoping the child would stop, but that didn't happen. So police placed the boy in handcuffs and restrained him for 13 minutes until he calmed down. The 9-year-old's parents have filed a lawsuit claiming unnecessary and unreasonable force. I'll be interested in seeing this. Hang on, let's see if they play some of the body cam footage.
Have our eyes on out of Florida. It's one that's making headlines. Parents of a 9-year-old child with special needs filed a federal lawsuit against the city of Oviedo,
I'm
Florida.
going to fast forward to where the body cam is.
The officers were wrong to put this kid in cuffs.
So you come down. This is where we're at. He can do that because he's on the road.
I wish they would have showed more at the beginning of this. Now he's kicking the cops.
Stop it.
Just relax. Because you're trying things.
Stop it. Sit up.
He's so tiny.
Oviedo police body cam.
Yeah, but he's
God.
Being explosively
It's just
violent.
so weird to see such a tiny little boy getting handcuffed.
The thing that sucks is this, right? You want to say no fourth grader, no 9-year-old should be handcuffed, or the police should not be involved in this. I don't think that's realistic.
I'm not, not at all. And we've seen and heard and talked to many stories that.
Yeah, even younger. Like, obviously, the 6-year-old kid is the most radical, shocking version of that we talk about here on the show. So then it comes down to, were the cops doing the right thing when they tried to restrain this kid who was in the middle of this huge meltdown? And did they, did they use too much force? And if the cops didn't do that, it's not just by default wrong that they handcuffed the 9-year-old. I don't think that's realistic for the parents to suggest that. So far, I haven't seen anything that looked like, over the top.
And captures the Stenstrom Elementary fourth grader having a massive tantrum in the school mailroom.
He's throwing things.
You can see the child throwing things and screaming. Staffers tried to protect themselves with padded.
Oh my God, they have shields.
Before the officers put on the cuffs.
My God.
He kind of sounds like Sabrina when she's had a few.
How does a kid get like this, man? What is this? Is it
30-year-old embryos?
Oh, it might be. This could be what happens after they've been in the freezer too long.
That's a straight kid for sure.
I don't know if this is somebody who maybe has like a processing disorder and gets overly frustrated. That's what causes a lot of young kids to have tantrums. They can't communicate things correctly. And you'll see like a lot of autistic kids, if they're teenagers, they are prone to outbursts. And it's because they become so frustrated that they can't verbalize the thing that they're feeling in any given moment.
Yeah, but it seems very verbal here.
No, he is. Yeah, he's screaming. He's cursing. I don't know if these parents are really on top of things. I don't know what's going on at home with this kid, but he doesn't seem like he's well behaved, to say the very, very, very least.
The lawyer's complaint states that the boy has a special instructional plan from the school district, which includes, quote, a behavior problem, which the behavior intervention plan defined as hitting, kicking, pushing, throwing items, and property destruction. The BIP further directed that school personnel, when confronted with a student's physical aggression, should not engage in any conversation other than having him complete the task and to otherwise limit the level of attention directed to him.
Sorry, what? Hold on, what? Complete the task of physical aggression?
It says a behavioral problem, which the behavioral plan defined as hitting, kicking, pushing, throwing items, and property destruction. He was basically doing all of those. The behavior intervention plan further directed that school personnel, when confronted with the student's physical aggression, now they're telling them how to respond to him when he's physically being aggressive to them, they should not engage in any conversation other than having him complete the task and to otherwise limit the level of attention directed to him. What's going on with this kid that we have this in a plan?
Ignore him, let him have his tantrum, and don't give him any attention that he hasn't already gotten.
That sounds like the way you get more of these tantrums to me. That
Yeah.
sounds like the way you get more of these, and it doesn't seem to be working. Maybe they go back to that
level
footage.
of attention directed to him. Former Orlando Police Chief Orlando Rolone said it's a sad situation.
Anytime you have a situation where an officer has to get involved, especially with a child, and that results in the child being handcuffed, it's not a good situation for anyone.
Yeah, of course.
The family is suing the city and the school resource officers for more than $75,000. They claim the officers violated their SRO agreement by placing a child under 6th grade in handcuffs.
All right, so I don't see anything in the video, but I'm seeing edited video. Just keep that in mind. That looks like them being too aggressive with the kid. They're simply holding him until they could get him to calm down, or at least that's what it looks like here. Maybe this is against their policy of, cuffing people in general. I don't know. But you got to do something. I mean, we have to realize that there's going to be these incidents where there's going to be somebody who's very young who would be shocking to see in handcuffs that is just not following any rules, that is acting out violently, that is doing something where they need to be restrained. Whenever I see this, I look at this and go, we probably have a problem at home. We probably have an issue at home. Jeff says, Sean, you need to stop. You have no idea what you're talking about. Are you a child therapist? No, I don't think so. Jeff, shut up. What I'm talking about.
Could you imagine if he was a child therapist?
That's a promo.
Jeff, shut up.
What I'm talking about is absolutely obvious stuff to anybody with a brain. If you say, when our child in this school has explosive, violent outbursts, you are to handle it by doing X, Y, and Z. And the X, Y, and Z is like, basically just let him freak out, let him destroy what he's destroying, try to get him to complete the task, whatever that means. This is idiocy. What world do you live in where you're just like, no, I only listen to what the child therapist suggests. That's what the gospel is. No one else can comment on that. Don't live life being so dumb, Jeff. Don't live life being that foolish, that ignorant. You have to look at these situations and process them in a way that's the most fair for everybody involved. And I feel bad for this kid. I don't think he's doing it on purpose, but I think he has some major issues if he's acting out like this in school. And it doesn't seem like he's probably learning all that much, which that's no good. All right, when we come back, a quick announcement. Something will drop on you, and then we'll kind of hash it out after that and see what everybody thinks about it. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
So until they ban it, you can still find us here at Real Radio 1041 on TikTok, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Authorities are clearing up an accident causing delays southbound on Highway 1792 between Lake Mary Boulevard and Ronald Reagan Boulevard. The right lane is blocked. There's bumper-to-bumper traffic due to an accident on I-4 eastbound between US 27 and after State Road 429. The left shoulder is blocked. You can expect delays due to an accident on Highway 415 southbound at Reed Ellis Road. See traffic troubles, call the SafeTouchSecurity.com traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
Wherever you are in life, Rasmussen University offers the flexibility and support you need to earn your associate's, bachelor's, or master's degree on campus or online nationally at any time. Start now at rasmussen.edu.
Family owned and operated since 1969, Nations Trucks has earned their reputation as Central Florida's most trusted used truck dealer. So take your pick from the largest selection of the highest quality, lowest price pre-owned trucks in all of Florida. Ford, Chevy, Ram, GMC, Nations Trucks has got them all. Work trucks, lifted trucks, diesels, 4x4s, you name it, they can get it for you. And then when you get approved credit, no payments until 2024. What are you waiting for? Visit nationstrucks.com or just go down and see them in Sanford on 1792, 1 mile south of Lake Mary Boulevard, and let them know C-Lane from the News Junkie sent you.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Now, you can relive the greatest moments from our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming only on Hulu.
Lenny Kravitz kicks things off with his biggest hits.
Foo Fighters get the whole crowd singing along.
Tim McGraw debuts his new song live.
Public Enemy brings the 90s hip-hop energy.
Fall Out Boy covers a classic, while radio literally on fire, and so much more.
Relive the greatest moments from our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Streaming now only on Hulu for a limited time.
Save time and money with the wood fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $13.95. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
The podcast McCartney, A Life in Lyrics is a masterclass, a memoir, and an improvised journey with the Beatles' Paul McCartney, one of the most beloved figures in popular music. Each episode focuses on a single song, examining the people, experiences, and art that inspired McCartney's legendary songwriting.
I wanted to become a person who wrote songs and someone whose life was in music.
Listen to McCartney, A Life in Lyrics on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
They are our love bugs and companions. They are our pets, our family, and they make life better. When we face unexpected challenges, so do our pets. That's why we're on a mission to support people and their pets. Whether donating a bag of kibble, sharing an Instagram post of a lost cat, or welcoming a foster pet into your home, every bit of kindness counts. Visit petsandpeopletogether.org to learn how to be a helper in your community. Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Fall is here, and I'm running out of year, so I'm throwing a Cartoberfest. It's the biggest car party in the world, and the most fun way to buy a nice new car. RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. I'm gonna liven up my sales, so I'm giving you $7,775 over appraised value for your old ride. Come to my car garden and pick out any nicer, newer car you want, and get $7,775 over appraised value based on the car you choose. Get a new Mitsubishi Mirage, greenest gas car in America, 43 miles per gallon for $14,900. Or look at the new Outlander, the safest, most affordable 7-passenger SUV for only $26,900. And all RC Hill Mitsubishis come with a lifetime limited warranty. Past credit problems are the worst, but don't feel like a wiener. I'm going to help you get approved and even lower your current car payment. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles to choose from, so don't be tardy to this car party. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. Visit us at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Requires bank approval. Dealer retains all incentives. Vehicle purchase price affects discount.
Why is iHeartRadio the #1 streaming radio app?
Free music.
Free live radio stations from all over the country.
Free podcasts.
Free playlists.
Free contests. Free artist radio stations.
Commercial-free stations. It's free. I love iHeartRadio.
Join the millions of music, radio, and podcast fans on the #1 streaming radio app now.
iHeartRadio.
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 Free never sounded so good.
For breast cancer awareness, Sutherland Nissan is donating $25 for every new Nissan sold this month.
Holiday magic! Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. CHECK. That's check. Enter it now at realradio.fm and get a little holiday magic. And may the odds be ever in your favor.
All right, an announcement in just a minute. Some people are going to be pissed about this. I know.
I'm fired.
Oh, boy. We'll get to this in a moment.
Am I hired?
Tips at the newsjunkie.com. Fritz moved fast on that one.
How awkward that'd be. We're in the same studio together, and it's like, all right, I guess we'll just switch seats right now.
This is from Daytona Squid. It says to tips at the newsjunkie.com. We're doomed. I'm having a really terrible day standing in the Publix line for my sub, and I noticed 2 teenage kids come up and rifle through the online pickup orders. They took 2 subs that they wanted and left, and now I'm hangry. What the heck is this world coming to? Let me say something here.
It's a great scam. Didn't I even thought about that.
Right to prison for you, okay? If you go over to the area where the people pre-ordered their meats to be sliced up and ready to go, or pre-ordered their sub, and you just find a random one that you like, you are a monster for taking that.
I can't say I haven't thought about
it. A well-fed monster, thank you very much.
You are a monster.
I've never thought about that. That is brilliant.
They took the time to order ahead on the app, and you go, oh, I don't want to wait in the line.
I just love that Publix just leaves it there, and we're like, we're going to go in the honor system for sure.
What's the only honor system?
You go up to the counter and say, I'm here with my pickup order.
Nobody does that.
Okay, that is not like a great...
Well, it would be more secure than when they just leave it out. It's like anybody could grab John's order.
Yeah, but in the eyes of Publix, it doesn't need to be secure. It hasn't been paid for yet.
Yeah, I guess, look, the way they handle this is
Sean
not
didn't
right.
know that, did he? Because Sean doesn't go to Publix.
I have been to Publix, C-Lane.
You're coming at everybody right now, C-Lane.
I've been to many Publi over my lifetime.
It's
and I'll have you
Publicis.
know, whatever. I haven't been to the place where you go pick up the meats, but I can imagine what it looks like. And you're a monster if you're taking somebody else's prepared order. That is just unbelievable. Oh, Publix subs are so good. For those of you hanging out in Dallas, you don't have Publix, I don't think.
Sucks for you.
Losers.
Those of you in Rochester, West Palm's full
What do
of
they have?
Publixes.
King Lion or something?
Well, I don't know. There's so many damn
Lion
regional
King.
groceries.
Food Line.
Nah, the sub, y'all.
Food
Teenagers
Line.
steal it.
Food Line does not sound as exciting as Lion King, if I'm honest. At the end of the day, I'll take that one. All right. So, quick announcements. We have been working for the last couple of months. And we were working on putting some stuff together. Then, well, I mean, it'll all make sense in a second. And it became very clear that we were going to have to not do Just Okay this year. All right. Just Okay, which for those of you who are new to the show, is a big concert that we've done for 8 years? Would have been 9 years if not for the pandemic. We've been doing the show 10 years, so almost every year we've been doing it. We've done this event. It went from being the Just Okay holiday party, which was like at one side of one bar downtown, to
very unsanitary what we did in there.
Yeah, that was we had people pulling each other on meat hooks and stuff. That was a wild time. So we went all the way up to the Hard Rock. We played the biggest venues possible with this great show that we do every single year. And there will be no Just Okay in 2023. And here's the reason for that. Okay,
Sean's fault.
Year, no. Each year when we do this, we have to cram so much work into the end of the year. And when we could be focusing on some other things, we are like so swamped in trying to put together a big show like this. You're trying to book acts. You're trying to make sure you have enough entertainment going on. You're trying to, if you're Fritz or Sabrina, you got to practice with the band and get everything ready for the performance.
For months.
It is a lot to get ready for an event like this.
Everyone else, it's the most wonderful time of the year because of the holidays, and for us, it's the most stressful time of the year. I mean,
yeah.
I can't tell you how many of my friends. I remember I was talking to Dan Dennis, and he was like, "Uh-oh, it's coming up. I could see it in your eyes because the bags start to get darker."
Yeah, it's annoying and stressful, but it's fun. Don't get me wrong. We have a blast.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
When we're there and everything's having its effect on people. So there won't be Just Okay this year. What we are doing is as follows. We've decided to move this event and not cram jam it at the end of the year.
Thank you, ma'am.
When the most of you are either on vacation or checked out or maybe even overextended with trying to get gifts for everybody and plan for your holiday vacation and all these different things that pop up that time of year. So what we're going to do in place of this is we're going to move Just Okay 8 to March of next year. All right? We're moving Just Okay to the first quarter, and it'll be in March of 2024.
You hear that, Rochester and Dallas? Plenty of time to figure it out.
You have tons of time to get ready for this event. All right? So it's going to be in March of next year. It'll be nice weather. It'll be so everybody's back in gear. You've already kicked back into your working mode. There's not a lot of fun stuff at the beginning half of the year, honestly. You're so far away from the holidays and stuff. There's, it's like a blank spot there. And that will give us enough time to start our preparation. And then in the beginning of 2024, we can hammer down and bring to you the biggest ever Just Okay that we've done. That'll be just mind-blowing. And we've already got a venue pretty much secured. We've already got a lot of stuff ready to go. It's going to be epic, and it's going to be an amazing time. But it is not going to be in December this year like it generally is. So there you go. That is your heads up. Just Okay 8 will be in March of 2024. Super Fun Time Ultra Music Festival is in March. That's in Ultra Miami, by the way. I don't think we have much crossover with Ultra Music Festival
Challenge accepted.
in Miami.
I guess we're going to have to cancel Diplo from being the headliner.
All we need is a flyer full of names that nobody has ever heard before.
Diploer.
If I look at like one of the big raves, it'll be a rave big enough that people will pay hundreds of dollars to go in.
They don't even use regular letters anymore. I don't even know how to say the names.
I'm looking at it and I'm like, are these people all famous? Are all of these people like actual famous DJs? I've never heard of any of these people
DJ
before.
Ampersand.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on here? And we may have a scheduling conflict, though, because if all goes well with Sabrina's DJing at the Scandival thing tonight, you could be DJing at Ultra next year.
I'm so nervous.
This DJ's on fire.
Like I'm going to light myself on fire.
That's
my ending clip.
You're not going to try this guy at all? You're not going to like throw any shade at him at all?
I don't know. I'm kind of going to play it by ear. Like my first and foremost job is to make sure the crowd, I'm fluffing them. I'm going to fluff up the crowd.
Yeah, you have to.
And whatever happens after that, it goes with the wind, I suppose.
Do you think you actually dislike this person as a human, or do you think you just dislike like the character on the reality show that he's on?
I mean, I don't know him as a person, so tonight will be the first time I meet him in person. I do not care for what he did.
But could you see yourself sitting there and he's like, "Hey, how you doing, Sabrina?" He's nice, and you're like, "Damn,
hello,
this is
cheater."
Awkward. Yeah, this is awkward. No, I'm saying if you meet him and you're like, "Oh, I actually like the guy." Now I'm all kinds of screwed up because I was expecting to just hate him because of the drama on Vanderpump Rules that I saw.
I'm gonna have to play it by ear at that point. But the biggest thing is that I need to make sure that crowd who paid money is having a good time. All right. The biggest thing of all time, because I mostly want them to think I'm a DJ. Because this will be my third DJ gig.
You playing the clips that continue to remind them that you're a DJ will probably have that impact. I think.
For sure. Here we go.
In the mix.
Oh, you need one of those.
BS on YouTube says, live events are what made this show. It made its show's following so strong to start, and for a while, he's mad. BS is mad.
I'm sorry, BS.
March is packed with conventions. BS, shut up and deal with it, okay? Yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a March.
You're going to have to add this to the events calendar.
You guys you're bringing up random things that happen in March. Those are not competition for us. That's not how it works.
The same thing goes for December. You know how many times we've gone up against Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
We can't do it anymore.
I've never even heard of them.
We can't stomach it anymore. And here's the thing. We haven't locked in on this or talked about this, but I'm just going to throw this out there. Because we're not doing Just Okay in the month of December, I would like to do
a DJ Sabby set.
I don't know if you guys are on board with this, but I would like to do a live show before the end of the year.
Heard this in August. That didn't happen.
Yeah, there are reasons why this didn't happen. We can't really go into that.
I did get pregnant.
But there are reasons why this didn't happen. But in December, I think we could do it. If everybody's on board, I think we could put together. I know C-Lane's almost always on board, but he's going to be in a different world in dad mode. We'll have to see how it all goes. But maybe, I'm just throwing it out there, maybe we could pull that off. C-Lane's baby is real close, folks. Like he's probably starting to freak out a little bit close.
I'm freaking out. I can't believe it's happening already. And now, but it just feels like it's
It's a big deal. It is a big deal.
Sweet baby C-Lane's going to be a baby daddy.
Yeah, I'm going to be suffocating. I'm like, listen, if you need anything, please don't hesitate to call. Yeah, we need you to leave us alone, please. This is frightening.
Suffocating C-Lane, yeah. Suffocating is not the baby.
No, not the baby.
We got to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. Final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut. Oh,
geez, Sean.
And today, all right, to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Allison Gargaro with a look at your Central Florida forecast. Today is a Fox 35 storm alert day. We are monitoring the potential for some strong to severe storms to arrive this afternoon and continue overnight into early Thursday morning. Main weather threats: heavy rain, frequent lightning, the potential for damaging wind gusts, and even an isolated tornado or two. Remember to depend on and trust the Fox 35 Storm Team.
This report is sponsored by Brightline Trains. Ride brighter with high-speed rail to South Florida. Experience premium lounge perks, roomier seats, and onboard meal and drink service with 16 daily departures to South Florida. Adult fares from $79, kids from $39. Book now at GoBrightline.com.
If you're looking for a new job and want to make a career change, make plans now to join us for the Florida Jobs Now Fair. Today, Wednesday, October 11th at the Orlando Science Center from noon to 4 p.m. Dozens of employers on hand looking to hire. For more information, go to fljobsnow.com and make sure to join us today at the Orlando Science Center from noon to 4 p.m.
Summer road trip season doesn't have to end. With the Autio app, every drive can still feel like an adventure.
I've discovered more about my hometown through the Autio app than I ever did growing up here.
The Autio app automatically delivers captivating stories about the natural wonders and fascinating histories just beyond your car window. Plus, you can download stories to listen to offline. Rediscover America your way with Autio. Available on iOS and Android.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text MUSIC to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. That's MUSIC to 96551. You heard right. Be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551 and get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. But you must be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. Text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
Do you suffer from sinus infections or sinus headaches? You use nasal spray and antibiotics, but nothing works. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, we have solutions. And with healthcare deductibles resetting soon, now's a great time to see if you're a candidate for a minimally invasive procedure called balloon sinuplasty. Imagine no more pain, no more congestion. Set an appointment today with Aspire to see if balloon sinuplasty is right for you. Go to aspireallergy.com to book your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Wonderful product. I've lost 111 pounds using that product. 111 pounds. You could not believe the difference. I went from a size 48 pant to a 33 pant, and I've maintained that now for over almost a year now. Yeah, absolutely. Andro 400 has helped me lose 111 pounds, and I've maintained my weight for almost a year now.
Thanks, James, for that inspiring testimony and 111 good reasons to choose Andro 400. The most effective and natural way to lose belly fat, increase libido, gain energy, strength and muscle while safely boosting your testosterone levels. So guys, how many reasons do you need for trying Andro 400? Well, here are 2 more great reasons. Order now and get free shipping plus an additional $6 off when you use the code SAVE6. That's SAVE6. Call 888-400-0435, 888-400-0435, or go to andro400.com. andro400.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Not sure if you know this, but October is Sudden Cardiac Arrest Awareness Month. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death here in the U.S. with a survival rate of 10% or less. We all know somebody's dealt with heart issues. Why not know in advance? Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan can allow you to look inside your body to know exactly what's going on. That way you and your primary care doctor can build a long-term healthcare plan to make sure you're around for years. It's easy with Life Imaging's free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements, but that is a $699 value. And while you're there, be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. Do this. Pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and just say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. From your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. Make that call and make this the day you take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
During Jeep Adventure Days, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles. 10 or 15% below MSRP, depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator, Grand Cherokee Laredo, and Compass. Excludes Sport. 15% below excludes MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude, Grand Cherokee L, excludes Laredo, and Grand Cherokee excludes 4xE and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 1031. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Once you get Jersey Mike's catering with 12 subs for any event, I'll tell you, there's no going back to other catering. That'd be like going back to using Morse code.
Welcome to Jersey Mike's.
Okay, here we go.
A pickle slice wrapped in a napkin.
Oh, wait, try this.
A brownie with extra olive oil?
Whoops, I mixed up my dots and dashes. Here.
1,800 catering boxes coming right up.
Uh-oh. Nope. There's no going back once you get catering at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance abuse crisis, 988 provides 24/7 compassionate support and connection to trained counselors. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. The Lifeline works. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, just call, text, or chat 988.
The iHeartRadio app and the NFL right in your pocket. The home of the NFL Podcast Network, covering all 32 NFL teams, plus all the expert advice to win your fantasy league. And, of course, live NFL games. Touchdown! Download the free iHeartRadio app today. Free never sounded so good.
Lowe's knows fall is the perfect time for outdoor projects. Right now, you can keep your yard looking its best and save. Take care of leaves with leaf blowers starting at just $89.98. Lowe's knows home improvement. While supplies last, see store for details.
Dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Man, I was bad on that last segment there. This is going to be a fast final segment for you folks. We're not really going to do any dispatches, I'm sorry. We'll work some of those in tomorrow, and we'll hear from you, and hopefully they're very, very good. I have faith in you on a Thursday. I did want to say Jerry Seinfeld was doing some event in, I don't know where he was, but he was doing an event. He was on stage, and he hinted that they were going to possibly do another finale of Seinfeld.
No. Yeah, he was asked if he enjoyed the last episode, right?
He said something is going to happen that has to do with that ending. It hasn't happened yet.
Spoiler alert, what was the ending?
The ending was...
They're all in jail for not helping the fat guy?
Yeah, they all went to prison because they didn't help this guy that was in trouble. How many people do you think watched the finale of Seinfeld? Any guesses?
Like 6 million or something?
15 million?
It was like one of the biggest finales. And wasn't there an event that led to everyone watching it?
To give you an example or comparison, Bachelor gets around 3 million or so. It's kind of in the gutter from where it used to be. The finale of Seinfeld got 76 million viewers.
Damn.
Wow.
It's a different time. A lot of people just
There's not
watching.
anything else playing at the same
Yeah,
time.
there wasn't a lot of competition. You didn't have on demand. It was a different time and a different world. But he said, just what you're thinking about, Larry David and I have also been thinking about. So you'll see, he says. That's the tease from Jerry Seinfeld. All right, let's do the stories that didn't make the cut, brought to you by Nations Trucks. We love our friends over there at Nations Trucks, and you're going to love them too. So go to the website, take a look at the inventory, get yourself a lifted truck, a work truck, whatever it is you need, they got it for you right there at nationstrucks.com. Thoughts are with our friends in Mexico right now.
Mexico.
As Hurricane Lydia is barreling towards the Mexican coast as a dangerous storm that is happening as we speak. They say ACT test scores for U.S. students have dropped to a 30-year low.
No!
Kids not doing so great on the ACT. It's fallen for 6 consecutive years. And we talked about pumpkins yesterday. A Missouri man rode his pumpkin, 1,208-pound pumpkin, for 38 miles. And I saw the video of him. He was just like inside a hollowed-out pumpkin, just rowing along like we were talking about yesterday.
Nice.
Hey, Fritz, thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. We love you. And it's always fun to hang out with you on Wednesdays or any other time we can get you. Now, let's get into it. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Wednesday, October 11th, 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I Learned this show right here.
Parks and Recreation.
That is correct. The role of April Ludgate in Parks and Recreation was specifically created for Aubrey Plaza after the casting director met her and felt she was the weirdest girl she had ever met in her life.
Well, the character they made. Oh wait, no, that is her.
Yeah, that's kind of just her. They said, let's take her. And she said she met up with some other folks after she met her and said, you got to put this girl in your show. And then, boom, they created the character of April for Parks and Rec. Today I Learned space stations smell like a combination of antiseptic, garbage, and body odor, which is not a good time. Today I Learned one of the guys from this show.
Price is Right.
Let's see if it's on the board.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Family Feud is right.
I didn't know that one either.
Richard Dawson, we know that guy, right?
Yeah.
He's the host of Family Feud that would make out with people. He was asked by producers to quit kissing women. He then turned it around and asked the audience to have a mail-in vote on what they wanted.
What a
704 people voted to stop kissing. 14,600 votes were for him to keep kissing.
Yeah, kiss on.
So we just kept kissing on the show.
That's what the people want, despite the women I'm kissing.
He put it right to a vote. Today I learned there was a pro wrestler by the name of Jorge Giant Gonzalez. And he was billed as 8 foot tall during his career. He is officially the tallest Argentinian who ever lived, and overall the 3rd tallest person from South America throughout all of recorded history.
That's crazy.
At 8 feet tall. This wrestler, he died back in 2010, unfortunately. And finally, today I learned this band right here. That's right, Florence and the Machine is correct.
Floma.
It was originally known as Florence Robot / Isa Machine, where Florence Robot was founding member Florence Welch and Isa Machine was founding member Isabella Summers. Then they slammed it together because that sounded stupid, and Florence and the Machine sounded way cooler. Hey, folks. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We do appreciate you. And if you missed any of this show, go get the podcast. It's waiting for you over at thenewsjunkie.com. And we love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time.